Baloney has a first name, it's OSCAR.
Even
My
the
baloney
dog
has
hates
a
him.
second name, it's MYR. And you ask me why I say Oscar Mayer has a way with BLOOGNA.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Grudge Match Week. I hope you enjoyed that little opening video of our man Jim. I'm Andy Shader. I am here alongside two of the best broadcasters in the business, in back sports. I got Tommy A. Bear and Jim Downham. Gentlemen, what is up?
Andy, I almost missed our introduction because I was so in tune to the official national anthem of this event. What did you think about Jim's song, Jay?
I believe Baloney has a first name, and it's Jim. He has become the official back sports. He usually runs, what is it, the barbecue sauce, back barbecue sauce now. He's the
Yeah,
official Oscar Mayer unofficial spokesman out here tonight.
Absolutely.
And love the baloney. Gotta love the baloney.
So welcome to Grudge Match Week. This is the first race we have of Grudge Match Week, and excuse me a second as I now have to figure out where my so we played with stuff, and now I've lost stuff. So now we have
growing
to.
pains, technical difficulties. We'll get through this. As
Yeah.
Jay alluded, Jim, your brother, is on Team Oscar Mayer. His opponent tonight, Mitch Eiding, is on Team Armor Hot Dogs.
Yes, we need to get Mitch to sing the Armor Hot Dog song.
Well, they do have a bit of a gentleman's bet on the line tonight. Are you familiar with the details, Jay?
I did talk to Jim throughout the course of the week. Yes, they are going to be having. They're going to qualify, and then there's going to be two heat races, which line them up for the 75 lap feature event here at Darlington. So that's the way it's going to be shaping up this year.
Correct, and it is a team scored event, so the top cars on each team will be scored, starting with X amount of points and fewer points for those finishing further back. It looks like Andy has gotten that display figured out. There
Yeah,
they
well,
are.
thanks to you guys wanting different, stuff on the side. Apparently, we broke the whole stream tonight. So, uh, here we are.
We're celebrities now. I'm still looking for my trailer and fruit basket.
So
Now we're just trying. Yeah, we're trying to make it as professional as possible going into 2022. So now that we're getting over that hump, you got the broadcasters up here. We're getting the camera work down. 2020. We got all this week to figure this out, Andy. After that, it's definitely on for 2022.
Yeah. It's something else. I'll tell you that. So yeah, here we are, Grudge Match Week. First Grudge match of the week, right? Jim versus Mitch. This goes way back in the TDR. But these two are probably the biggest gentlemen of the entire bunch. And
Absolutely.
so it's not a grudge match out of anger. It's a grudge match out of fun. And Jim has this hot dog thing now. There is a bet on the line for this race.
There is.
So we've got SR8s here at Darlington, which I had my opportunity to run these in some practice laps. And boy, oh boy, is this fun. You can run it wide open. I did find the high line is the fastest. However, going into 1 and 2, you can cut the corner. They have opened up the entire track. If it's paved, you can race it. So you can actually cut down in 1 and 2 almost all the way. Like you will cross over pit exit.
And I've done a few laps in these as well. And you can run anywhere. Top, bottom, run it on the flat, run it on the banking.
With that and the drafting, but that cutting down is going to gain you anywhere from 2 to 3 car lengths. Whether that pans out to be a good thing or not, we'll have to see as far as merging goes. But I also noticed that you get those 2 to 3 car lengths, but then once you're back up on the track, the draft is going to pull that guy in behind you anyway. So we'll kind of see how that works out. But I think right now we do need to meet our two grudge match captains. So let's start
Absolutely.
off
Yeah.
with Mitch Hot Dog Eiding.
We need to get him to sing the Harmer hot dog song.
He needs to sing the Armor Hot Dog song. Mitch, for those of you who don't know, runs a Lemons team with his son. Um, I believe it's a Ford. Am I correct on that, Tommy?
Yeah, he runs a mid 90s Ford Tempo, but I believe they have it badged as a Mercury Topaz, which is some kind of improvement. And I know he's upgrading the brakes just today with something on a newer model, so hopefully the brakes won't burn up next time he's at Lemons. And I actually just brought him into the booth. Mitch, this is
Well, well,
Tommy up in the booth.
well,
You
hold
got the
on,
read
hold
on
on,
him?
hold on, just a moment.
Oh,
Hold on,
oh,
just a moment. I wasn't ready to go there yet.
Okay.
Um, so, because you guys don't see this, but for what everybody else is seeing, the picture of Mitch on your screen now is the picture of Mitch from when he went with me. It's me and him when we went and delivered uh, like 250 teddy bears to Dayton's Children's Hospital. So that is the picture of me and him getting ready to deliver those bears over to Dayton's Children's Hospital. And I can't thank him enough for making the connection with Dayton Children's, as well as meeting up with me, treating me to an awesome lunch, probably one of the best burgers I've ever had, and going with me to deliver the bears.
Absolutely. We can't
Yeah,
thank him enough
that
either.
was fun, Andy.
And
That was a great
there he
day.
do
is.
we have Jim as well in the booth?
No, Jim's not in here yet, but I can get his radio dialed up
All right,
here in a
let's get
hurry.
him in
You can
here,
both
and
up
then
here.
when we have him, if I could have just half a minute before we start talking to them, that'd be great.
Absolutely. I've got both drivers' radio
Okay.
keyed up, so you can
So
lead it off,
if
Andy.
everybody out there watching would pay
He has
close
a first
attention.
name, it's
I'll
OSCAR. My
Even the
pony
dog
has
hates
a
him.
second name, it's MYR. And you ask me why I say Oscar Mayer has a way with BLOOGNA.
So of course that was once again we saw it earlier in the lead up um, to the opening of this broadcast, but that was our gentleman Jim Baloney Downman singing the Oscar Mayer Baloney song as he so does probably about 10 times a day in Discord. Gentlemen, welcome to Grudge Match Week. Welcome to being the opening match. So this is the one that puts the butts in the seats, right? Yeah, your opening match always puts the butts in the seats. Your main event has the butts in the seats, and everything else is kind of a popcorn match, right? So you guys are the opening match, putting butts in the seats. How you guys feel tonight?
Go ahead, Mitch.
We have
Hey,
Mitch has died, I think.
Okay, basically,
I'm
because they
here.
split all the practices, and I'm in the other group's practice all by myself, and seems like my group is all practicing together, which is really good. So I'm racing with the competitors, and they're all practicing together. I guess that's a good thing, right?
I guess. Mitch, were you just speechless on watching the hot dog song or the bologna song or?
Oh, I tell you, this is gonna be so fun tonight. All I could think of the color of our cars are reminds me of the Wienermobile. So I mean, it couldn't have been a better matchup to start off Grudge Week.
And the yellow's for the mustard.
Exactly.
So now, if you could quickly tell us again why we're here. Why do we have this call out?
Well, it's one of those. I did the Grudge match with Pud, and I had a ball. And I'm like, I really want to do a Grudge match. I want to do a Grudge match. And I'm like thinking, I really don't hate anyone out here. And it just so happened, one of the races, Jim cut down on me. It wasn't on purpose at all. He apologized and the whole 9 yards. I'm like, oh, I'll just call Jim out. And then after we did that, I said, Jim, I have no grudges against you. I just want to have fun.
And
I
vice
love it.
versa, because he sent me a message and said, "Do you mind if we do the grudge race?" I'm like, "Sure." I said,
Yeah.
I said, it's hard, being the quote gentleman Jim, and there is some grudge. I mean, he did give me in Dover once or twice, or Atlanta. We were coming to the end, so but
It's all coming out now.
I don't carry grudges though. You
Yeah,
just forgive and forget, and you move
that's
on.
the
And
way
that's
I
what
am.
mom and dad has always taught me. You forget about yesterday, and today's a new day. You put on your pants, and let's go at it again. Um,
Right.
that's the way I was taught anyway. But yeah, I mean, you think of the word grudge, and you think it's like, oh, I gotta go get them. And no, this is a little bit different. I think we should change the name to like a gentleman event rather than grudge,
A
but
gentleman match.
a gentleman match. I mean, I like the whole theory. I love it. You know what I mean? It's a great concept. I love the idea you guys throwing together. We're all for it. And we've been on a few of the winning teams. I have. So um, I think we got a pretty good set of guys tonight. I think it's going to be a good event for all of us, though.
Hey Andy, maybe we should change it to the Battle of the Lunch Meats. 'Cause we
Yeah,
got bologna
this
and
one
hot
kind of
dog.
is the battle of it's the hot dog versus the bologna. Now, are they really different? That's the question.
They're different in shape. Hot dogs are small balonies.
And you got to remember, Armor does not have bologna. Only Oscar Mayer does.
Hey Mitch, you really need to sing the Armor hot dog song.
Yeah, if you could grace us with the hot dog song. We've already seen Jim in the bologna song twice.
If I knew the words, I'd sing them, but I don't.
Hot dogs.
Armor hot
hot
dog. Yeah,
dog.
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, kids eat Armor hot dogs.
No.
Fat
Man.
kids, skinny kids, it's even kids with chicken pox.
Well-
You're gonna let Jim sing your team song?
I know, right?
I'm surprised he knows it.
I was just trying to help out a friend. You know what I mean?
I
We
appreciate
were
that, Jim.
we weren't that rich when I was growing up, so we did eat a lot of bologna and hot dogs.
Yeah.
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 Hey, guys, we are getting close to. Getting
Yeah,
done with
we'll let you
qualifying.
go, and good luck because we're
so-
looking at these times, and down to 20th
Okay.
position is only 3/10 off the pace. So
Oh yeah, it's gonna be tight and fun racing.
Yeah.
Have fun,
So-
guys. Good luck.
All
Thank
right,
you now.
thanks.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll put him in the wrong channel.
So while we were looking at or talking to them, I was trying to find my list, and I don't have it. So I am unaware of who is on what team right now.
Well, we know what color's on what team. Mitch
And we
is
have-
in the Wienermobile,
Right.
and Jim Downham's in the gold Oscar Mayer mobile.
Does it have Oscar Mayer on?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly confused right now, so I'm not sure who is who. But we'll get through it. We got Steve Hutchinson and Adam Rickey with the same time on the front row. Jeremy Gaiman, Kevin McCann with the same time in the second row.
Look at that. top
Jason Ricker,
seven.
Rick Kohler with the same time in the third row,
Lonnie
along
Mixon,
with
too,
Lonnie
got the same.
Mixon, Greg Brazzo, Dean
Good
Webb with the same
Lord.
time, Mitch and Ryan Walter. I mean, it's
1,000th of a second from 17 to first.
yeah. And if you look all the way down to, it's less than a tenth, I think, down to about 14th position.
Goodness.
Make
gracious.
that 17th position. Even Brendan Shaner is down there at .09. So it is
Goodness
going
gracious.
to be fast. It is going to be hairy, and I don't know if having them all in the same speed like that is going to help. I don't know what it's going to do, to be honest with you.
I don't know what to expect. I think this whole race
Well, we
is
do have
baloney. These cars don't
heat.
belong on this track.
Yeah,
They-
But somebody out there is going to be the hot dog tonight.
So we do
Oh
have.
my
Yeah,
goodness, he got it in! Oh.
Oh, there's going to be so many puns.
Okay.
I wish pun started with a B.
and
Gonna
this
be
is
fun.
going to be interesting because it is team racing and we have heats, but they had qualifying instead of random heat draws. So what you're seeing here is a lot of Downham cars, more Downham cars in this first heat than you are seeing Iding cars. So
Yeah, I think
more
the-
balonies, less hot dogs.
I think the race format's a good testament to the gentleman race series. It's like how can we make it more fair? How can we make it more fair? Oh, we'll qualify. We'll have heat races. We're definitely gonna start where we should start.
3-3. So you got four bologna cars and 3 hot dog cars running this one here.
Yeah.
So
So we can call it by bologna and hot dog if we want. Um,
I think that's the easiest way.
that is Steve Hutchinson on the pole.
yep, Steve Hutchinson's on the pole. Lonnie Mixon's right behind him in the 58. Bottom of the machine.
The
Pretty
number
sure he-
4 of Kevin McCann on the outside pole.
Those gold baloney cars are looking real slick out there.
This newfangled scoring machine you guys got me on is not working at the moment.
It's all good. Quick check in with the
Might
YouTube
show up
before we
after
go
the-
green.
here.
Robert Trask is for Team Jim. Pete is for Team Mitch. And we have Sharon O'Neill weighing in for Team Jim. Justin Del Hughes is
So
just here for the
how
show.
many bolognas and how many hot dogs? We're taking orders now.
That is
Okay,
2
we got-
bolognas, 1 hot dog.
All right.
And hopefully nobody gets hit in the buns. So
And here we
go.
go. Steven Hutchinson to the point, and take it away, Jay.
Yep, Stephen Hutchinson, Kevin McCann up there, and that bologna hot dog. Hutchinson just dives it down, and it looks like they're getting it pretty well together there. You got Kevin McCann, Ryan Walter there, and McCann just pulls up to the back. He's going to try and split that hot dog machine open right there. Looked like trying to get in there. Put a little.
Apparently
Ooh,
quite a
just-
draft here. Ooh, a
wall
little bit
there.
of contact with the wall there.
Yeah, it's Lonnie Mixon getting up into that wall, but he managed to hold off, so it doesn't look like there's going to be too much damage there. As you got Kevin McCann now just diving. He's going to take it. There's that line that
Ooh.
everybody was waiting to go through.
Goodbye.
And he pulls it up. Oh, but really didn't get too much there.
Yeah, you get the 2-3 car legs, but once you come back up, that second car is going to pull back in.
Yeah, and I mean they're really not getting away. This is going to be a good indication of how this race is going to go tonight. So even though they were like a thousandth of a second off, I mean they are getting a little bit of separation, and they are kind of going 2 by 2. But
It's right back up to him.
and gets around him. So Hutchinson back to the lead here on lap 3 of 10 in this first heat race.
And Kevin McCann's got to be thinking, I did all that.
Yeah, I think Kevin's just like a learning experience. Okay, well, I dove it all the way to the bottom, and that really didn't do too much good because he caught back up and got around, but he still got... Oh, the 2 people
Lonnie
get together
Mixon.
there.
Lonnie Mixon and it looks like Ryan Walter out there. Got a hot dog wrapped in a bologna bun.
It would look like they got him sandwiched right now. back
And there goes
Look at
Kevin
it again.
taking that line one more time.
And he gets... Look at that run, but that scrubs it off when he hits up that top, and that's where Hutchinson just gets that run and comes back up right to him, so...
Yeah,
Catching that drift.
interesting physics at play there. You know, he's able to go down, get all that grip, get that huge launch off the corner, but scrubs off all the speed up top, and then with the draft involved too, the guy he just passed is able to get right back there beside him.
Yeah, maybe we would try holding it down just a little bit all the way through that corner and then coming up. See, he gets that long run and then he comes up off of that banking. Try and hold it down a little bit more there. I mean, he may be able to get some more speed, but then you got Hutchinson that just ramps
almost
off that corner.
A crossover move. This is like high grip. It's almost like dirt track racing where you get the slide job and you get the crossover, except it's not slippery at all out there. These things are like, they have glue on the tires.
Yeah, that's really, yeah, I mean, that's fun. These things are fun. Even in
So
practice,
your
no
top
fun.
top 5 is 4 bolognas and 1 hot dog.
4 bolognas and a hot dog. And right now, the hot dog is leading all those bolognas out there, so maybe they can get all rolled up and roll over this hot dog here.
Yeah, back over to the YouTube chat. Pete just weighed in with all the lyrics to the Armor Hot Dog song, so Mitch will have to watch this back and write those down. And apparently the Armor Hot Dog motto is, the dogs kids love to bite.
Well, somebody's biting it. The bolognas are biting it right now. They're trying to take a bite of that hot dog right now, I'll tell you that.
And you
McCann
see
is not
Bob
giving up.
Burlew trying to hook up there with Kevin McCann is I don't know how much the draft helps the front person.
Yeah.
They get
Oh!
together. No. Oh, they saved it. So, well, at least they're stable enough to get it going here. That must be that big spoiler that just straightened that one out. Because,
Yeah.
they look like they were going around. I know in a couple other cars, that would have been a big mess right there.
These
Because now you
top-
got 2 bolognas surrounded by, where's the bun car at? So,
These top 5 are really on a roll right now. They have absolutely fled the deli behind them.
Absolutely, and I think well, you got Lonnie Mixon and Nicholas Smith who are just about 3.5 seconds back from this front pack, so they did fall off a little bit.
Yeah,
As
and
you can see, those
I
two
think a
back.
lot of the separation we're seeing is that draft package. Obviously, the guys behind cars are getting a huge benefit from being in that air left behind by the car in front. I don't think you can push here. Like, obviously, you can't touch a car. I don't think the draft helps the guy in front, but it helps the guy behind dramatically.
Yeah, and we've seen that. Like they've been pulling up, as you see right there. Number 21 car of Anthony Hooker, he just got that big run and just dove it down to the bottom. And then Hutchinson, I don't know, he got a little bit of a run, like kind of like the old slingshot that you would see at like Daytona and stuff like that. Looked like in that one.
Yeah, we have an unconfirmed report from some paparazzi on the YouTube that Eric Steele was first lap into the wall.
And look who it's from, Mr. Lockwood. So
But
We'll have-
I don't believe he was in this heat race. So
I don't think so either. We're probably going to have to check our sources on that.
unless he is trying to foreshadow what is going on.
right, and this is the last lap, and they're just moving all over the place, trying to get anything they can, trying to upset that car. Oh, McCann gets
Hutchinson takes out
they're both
McCann,
over. Wow,
and
so
he is
Hutchinson-
Heberted.
Not yet, not yet. Oh,
Heberted.
Now he's Heberted. Oh, so yeah, we come down, and
So Anthony Hooker's going to take the win for the balonies. For the
for the
baloney.
baloney.
Good
So,
job,
yeah.
Baloney Tony.
And Barbara Lou was also baloney. I believe Ryan Walter was baloney. Nicholas Smith, I believe he was the first hot dog.
Safe to say that heat race was baloney.
All baloney.
Oh, the puns, the puns.
So it looks like what happens here.
I
McCann
think
split up.
McCann
and-
put the block on him, and Hutchinson thought he had a nose to push with.
Yeah, that's
yeah, and didn't have anything there. They just got together.
Ah, yes, Chris Lockwood was alluding to their grudge match race.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, the pit wall. It's not coming up.
Well, Heat 1's in the books. That was a solid baloney.
That was solid baloney. Now let's see who we got in this one here.
Yeah,
Oh, we
got
got a
Jim
Kool-Aid. We got Kool-Aid up there. So we got a Kool-Aid car. Who's in the Kool-Aid car?
Kool-Aid
That would
cars.
be Greg
Greg
Brazeau, but I don't know if he's a hot dog or a baloney.
Greg Brazeau is on team.
I think he's hot dog, is he not?
He's hot dog.
He is a hot dog. Okay. We're going to
He's
start
really
off with
covered
two
in
balonies up front again.
We are really bringing out all the poverty foods tonight. We got hot dogs, we got bologna, we got Kool-Aid. All we
And-
need is a pack of ramen noodles out there, and we'll have it made.
All right, somebody sign us up, man. Send it to BackCharities, BACCcharities.com.
I will tell you, there's a car out here I'm really interested in watching how he does, and that is the one car of Brendan Shaner.
We don't know who that is, do we? No. No, it's actually good to see Brendan out there. He does a really good job with Friday Night Lights.
You know, kind of looking at his qualifying time, he had it going. So I'm
Yeah, he was
interested
up
to
there.
see how he runs this race.
He was further back in the field, but he was up there with those guys that were separated by less than a tenth.
And yeah, so we
I
shall.
think we might see him show up, and hopefully he shows up in our grudge match on Wednesday night there, Andy.
I would ask everybody out there in YouTube land. Greg Brazeau is hitting people already.
All kinds of bumping and banging going on
Yeah,
here. We're green.
that's some messed up balonies already.
Yeah, and Arrow's big in these cars. A couple little dings. I mean, these things are made out of candy glass. A couple little bangs.
Look at that 28
Oh,
of
that
Jim
run.
way down there
Really good, that
early.
run on the bottom. He just dove it down there. He's like, "Yep, I'm going from the back to the front."
Greg's
Well,
coming quickly on the inside.
Yes, sir. Greg is right there. He's on the
Yeah.
bottom of Jason Richter.
Yeah. Oh,
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 Greg's going for a ride.
somebody spilled Kool-Aid on the bologna.
Man, he's trying to.
Oh, he's
Oh,
so
look,
He's still flipping over. Good.
and he's not Heberted. Who was that got into it? It was definitely his
Oh.
teammates.
Wow,
Oh,
look at that.
no.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We're going to have to put a sensitivity warning on the beginning of these videos about epilepsy.
Oh, he
Those
just
lights
kind of
were just
slid
a
it up
flash.
there. He slid
Yeah,
it up
oh,
there. There was no room to go up there at all. At all.
Nope, and you got Adam Ricky out front now. Jim in second, Ashton Hooker third, Mitch Hiding fourth. So Mitch is out.
Mitch
So we got
and Jason into the pits because of that, as well as Greg, I'm assuming.
Greg is in there. Brendan, he's in the pits.
I took a lot of hot dog and big bolognas out of here.
Ooh,
Yeah,
knocked the buns out of a,
we've
a
got
few
we've
of
got
them. Hot dogs.
three. We got looks like a bunch of bolognas.
Well, Adam Ricky with a comfortable lead, Jim Nanham 2 seconds back, and I do believe Ashton is also on Team Baloney.
They're
So
all
bologna-
bolognas on the all bolognas.
The
Bolognas
bologna,
or-
the bologna has fought back.
But
They got all
it
hot
must have
dogs,
been
which
all
one?
bolognas on the track because all bolognas wrecked too.
That's true.
But you said Greg was a hot dog.
Greg's hot dog, yes.
Greg is a hot
Greg
dog.
was a hot dog.
Okay.
So
The
old
people in
Kool-Aid
YouTube
Man was
land
on.
must be so confused if they're just tuning in. Like, why are they calling them lunch meats?
So if
Although-
everybody out there in
Very
YouTube
easy to find us.
could please share the stream, like the stream, make sure you hit the subscribe button, but hit that share button, hit the like button, hitting that like, hitting the share, and subscribing helps out all the YouTube algorithms and helps us out. So make sure you hit like, share, subscribe. Let's get some more people in
The
here and get this
notification, the
chat
bell, though.
running.
Don't forget the bell.
Who
Don't forget
else
the bell.
in iRacing is generating lunch meat content? Nobody.
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 So Tommy, I believe you need to reshare this as a lunch meat race.
As
Yes.
a lunch meat race. All right.
The lunch
Task is time. Andy and Jay, I'm going to let you handle it for the next 2 minutes. I'm going to go make it a battle of the lunch meats.
Okay, Battle of Lunch Meats. That's exactly what it is. We got 3 bolognas and followed by a hot dog.
Oh my.
Jason goes out there.
Mitch is still in the pits. Looks like some of them may have gotten back out on the track, but it's just Adam and Jim and Ashton right now. They're cruising. There's nothing really for them to push at the moment. So, and that's what we're gonna see with 20 cars out here at Darlington. One car squeezes in another, and those things are gonna go airborne, and you're gonna collect a bunch of cars.
And as you could tell, I mean, when some of that car got underneath Greg's car there, sent it flying. So these guys act like a little bit of a ramp when they got into the back of each other. So.
Absolutely. We are going to have some spectacular replays to look at tonight.
It's going to be fun. Definitely going to be fun.
But
Is
Jim's
that a-
got to be happy about all these results so far. As I believe it was a baloney that took the first race, and we got 3 balonies that are going to take this race.
Yeah, we got 3 bolognas and this one here, and then I believe it was also 1, 2 in the first were bologna. So he's got 5 top 5 were bologna, I believe, before we hit a hot dog car. So
And there is a bet on the line here. Not exactly 100% sure what it is, but I know there's something about a T-shirt one of them has to wear. I'm not really sure what it all is, but it involves bologna and hot dogs. Believe it or not,
Wow.
one's going to get a TDR bologna shirt or hot dog shirt. I'm not sure which one, but apparently I have to now make lunch meats T-shirts.
You're going to be busy, Andy.
Wasn't
Don't get
aware.
dressed.
I wasn't aware that I was involved in this grudge match.
Yep, you are. Surprise. Yep, there's the end of heat number 2. Adam Ricky, Jim Down.
You kind of look at Adam's car; it looks a little crinkled too. It looks like he had some damage at some point. See that wing is all bent up.
Yeah, I saw that. So maybe he had a little bit of a run-in in that very beginning. Well, actually, Brazil got into the back of him, I believe, when they were coming to the greens. So that might have put a little bit of the damage on him. But yeah, Greg
These
got a little
things
bit
are
of-
very fragile cars.
Yeah, it's or what is fiberglass, I believe. So yeah, anything,
Carbon fiber candy glass.
carbon fiber candy glass.
So I have rebranded the stream as the Battle of the Lunch Meat.
The battle of the lunch meat.
All right, there you go.
That'll get a couple lookers just because. Sounds like a TikTok title.
Yeah. So I think we're going to see a lot more hot dogs on this in this race
Yeah.
here.
I
There are
don't know.
definitely more hot dogs.
Bologna's been pretty strong.
Well, we got 4 hot dogs in this race, 3 bolognas.
Oh, how many heats do we have? Are there 4 heats?
7 apiece, 22 drivers, and there's 7 in each heat.
Yeah, so one heat
Sharon
will have an
O'Neill
extra car.
says, "Go bologna."
Go bologna.
Go bologna. Big Bob Gaming, do you still need a driver on Wednesday? I do believe we have rectified that situation, Tommy. I'm not sure. I think so, though.
I think we're good, but stay tuned, Big Bob Gaming, because sometimes people quit, and
Yeah,
it's a
you
disappointment.
get people that drop out last day or can't make it, so stay tuned on that one.
You
Yep.
guys have an alternate list?
No.
No.
Now, it being a holiday week, it's hard to find guys that aren't traveling, aren't spending time with their families. So the guys that are involved, even they might drop out. They might have a family thing come up or something that pulls them out of it. So we don't really have an alternate list, but if anybody wants to race when we need a spot, we will fill that spot.
All right, well, we got Jeremy Gaiman, Rick Kohler, Dean Webb, Dustin Valduzin, Robert Cochran, Blair Patterson, and Eric Steele in this one. So, Chris, I know you're looking to for your buddy there. He's out there right now, and he hits the wall. So
Did
Eric
Steele?
Eric Steele called it. Lockwood called it. He said the first a pit wall, and that's exactly what he hit on lap 1. Oh no, that's Jeremy Gaming.
Oh, the whole field! It is the whole field!
So everybody is involved. You're getting going here. Hot dogs and bologna everywhere, and it's a good crowd. They better get out there and gather up the lunch meat before these guys run it over again. I mean,
Steele might have a chance yet.
Yeah, if everybody's involved, do you pit or do you all just limp around?
Blair Patterson assumes the lead.
Dustin Valdez. Yeah, look at these. These are all crinkled up cars, like you said, the fiberglass glass, right?
Well,
so,
best of luck, fellas. I'm sure the camber's been knocked out of your bologna and hot dog.
It looks like they're all coming to the pits. This is going to be amazing. It's first one out of the pits.
wow, this is everybody got sandwiched on that one.
Everyone. So Eric Steele might have been the first one to wreck, but he might assume the lead here.
I didn't expect a full field pit stop during the heat race. Obviously there are no cautions, Chris. So we'll see how they get sorted out here. And it looks like
Rob Cochran's out there. I don't know how well it's driving for him. He is on the brakes. Looks like he's coming to the pits.
well, that might be the right strategy. Well,
He
missed the pit road entrance.
I don't know if that's a black flag or not.
Honestly, if I was in Rob Cochran's position, I might have stayed out with 7 laps in the heat. Hey, maybe you can make it.
Eric Steele is back on the track.
Okay, so there's Steele. He was the first one and Lockwood's got to be smiling because he called it right off the pit road there.
Oh yeah, he just posted a big "I told you" in the YouTube chat.
Sharon O'Neill says, "All those hot dogs look like bologna now." So I'm not even sure who.
I can tell you that.
I'm having mixed feelings on our Wednesday night match, Andy. I have both Lockwood and Steele on my team. I have the Nostradamus of hot dogs into bolognas, and I have the guy that did that.
And
So
Chris Lockwood's on the Babe Ruth of this. So
according to our, I think that whole wreck messed up our whole scoring loop. We don't know who's where right now. Steele's out there running laps. Looks like Blair Patterson has assumed the lead coming out of the pits.
Yeah, and Dustin Veldhusen not far behind.
Eric Steele's only 7 seconds behind after wrecking on the first lap.
yeah, Robert's still in pits. Dean Webb's 25 seconds. Rick Kohler's another 28 seconds, and Jeremy's still in pits. So,
And Blair and Dustin both on Team Hot Dog.
Yeah, so
Oh my goodness. I mean, I expected to see some carnage. I did not expect to see the entire field of a heat race.
Well, Eric Steele, 7 seconds back, probably not going to be in contention for the heat, but he's also Team Hot Dog. So the top 3 does belong to Team Armor Hot Dogs right now.
well, that's So we got hot dogs, which will be well. They evened out the field because the first two was all bologna. So now you got hot dogs that are coming up. So they should be lining up closer to the front as
Yeah,
we head to our feature.
when we go to the feature, it's going to be an interesting lineup, and I can't wait to get some mayo, some butter, some mustard, and a
Mustard. Yep.
nice knife to spread it all around with. And
So now, if you
I need a sandwich.
if you put a sandwich together with bologna and cheese and you put mayo on it, do you then put cheese and mayo on your hot dog?
Absolutely.
I mean, I do mayo, ketchup,
Or do you
and
put
cheese on my
ketchup
hot
and
dog.
mustard on your bologna sandwich?
Bologna sandwich is mayo and tomato if it's fried.
But if it's just bologna and a hot dog, it's the same thing. So what?
So you take the hot dog, you wrap it in bologna, you get some toothpicks so it stays wrapped, you batter it, deep fry it.
So you have a
Then you can
double
make-
hot dog?
You can make a sandwich out of 4 of them. You can put that in a bun. I don't care. That sounds delicious.
Well, that'd be a corn bologna dog, right?
Corn bologna dog. A bologna dog.
Bologna dog. There you go.
I now have a weekend project with my daughter.
So
Everybody join the Tyler Daniels Racing Facebook for pictures of my bologna dog.
if we see that kind of action in the first couple rows of the feature, we may take out the entire 20 car field.
Yeah, because that would. Oh, that would be something to see if that happened on the first lap. Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks like these top two are walking away from Eric Steele as well, so they were able to get out there, get it under control. They're drafting their teammates, so they're not really racing each other. You know,
They're looking
And-
good now.
it could happen.
First carnage, they're looking good because here they come up. I mean, they did catch them going down. So in the
And
couple
in the
laps-
feature, they only have 2 quick repairs, so keep that in mind.
That'll definitely play a factor. How long is the feature? Do you know, Andy?
70,
75.
Ooh.
I believe it's 70 lap feature,
No,
Well,
75.
75 laps, and they can go about 50 to 55 on a run of fuel.
This is going to be, man, I'm still catching my breath from qualifying or these heat races. This is going to be quite the event.
Well,
There's
that's why we've
Blair.
got this as the number one. You know, this is the butts in the seats race, right?
Absolutely. Pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
That's right. Sometimes you don't even need it at all, especially with the beginning of that one there.
You know,
so-
we call it Grudge Match Week, but you watch anybody who's a wrestling fan will see you always start off with a hot match, right? And then you got your popcorn matches, and then your main event.
Yeah, well, we got about 5 minutes here of warm up. You guys want to talk to one of the drivers that was out there?
Sure, let's bring.
Let's bring somebody
in.
from that last heat because let's get Blair Patterson if he's available.
Blair Patterson. Let me see if I can get him dialed up. Got to figure out which team radio he's running right now. Looks like Patterson is not available. I can get Steele.
Yeah, you might as well get Steele because Lockwood called it.
Yes.
He did. Lockwood called it point blank. Eric, this is Tommy up in the booth. You got to read on me, buddy?
Tommy, I got you loud and clear. How you doing tonight?
So, were you working in conjunction with Chris Lockwood on his little magic trick he pulled in the YouTube chat, or did you just run into the wall on the first lap by mistake?
Man, let me tell you, it's been a struggle for me all night long. Computer issues have plagued me. I had to restart there right in during qualifying. I didn't get a chance to make any qualifying laps, and finally getting out here to make some laps. It's been a while since I've been in SR8, and I forgot about the incredible amount of arrow push when you get into the draft like that, and whamboozled the wall coming out of the first corner.
What's funny, Chris Lockwood, your friend and enemy at the same time, he called it out in the YouTube chat. He was like, Eric Steele, lap 1, in the wall. And he was alluding to your grudge match.
Ah.
He happened to have predicted tonight's event as well.
Well, you know, tomorrow's a different story. We both know that.
Are you guys scheduled for tomorrow's grudge match?
I believe that is the schedule. I think we're going on Tuesday.
Yep, we have Eric Steele, Chris Lockwood tomorrow.
So unfortunately, I won't be around in the booth to watch that one. But go ahead and plug that event real quick. What are you guys running? What track are you on? And what's the bet?
Oh man, the bets. We got 200 laps. The Team 2 Pod 200 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Going to do 200 laps in the super late models. And on the line, Chris currently owes me 16 end-of-the-line penalties for his loss in the last Grudge match. So he's going to get like a half or nothing clause on those. He can either whittle it down to 8, or he can remain at 16 for the duration of 2022. And then I reached deep down in the old pocket and found me a crisp $100 bill, and we threw one of those down as well.
Nice. That'll buy a lot of crab rangoons.
Well, he still owes me 3 boxes. We haven't come clean on that. I'm coming back on the mend after being sick there for a little while, and it's almost time to put away some crab rangoons.
Well, you hold him to it. We want to see video of you eating those crab rangoons.
Oh, there will be video. Don't you worry.
I'm sure of it. Well, best of luck out there, Eric. Don't dump it in turn 1 again. Take care, and I hope you bring it home for your team.
Thank you very much. We got a plan. We're going to win this thing.
Does anybody remember what team he was on? I got to get him put back in the right radio.
I
He's on
believe-
hot dog, right?
I think he's hot dog, yeah.
Okay. Accidentally put him in bologna.
Well, that'll be fun. Hey, where'd you come from?
So we got a minute and a half. Shall we entertain everybody once again with
Absolutely.
with Jim's little song?
Throw it up there, Andy.
All right, here we go.
He has
As
a
rough as
first
that last
name,
team is, they
it's
need a team
OSCAR.
Even
My
the dog
baloney has
hates
a
him.
second name, it's MYR. And you ask me why I say Oscar Mayer has a way with BLOOGNA.
Yeah, gotta love it. Yeah, gotta love it.
Hey, and he's dedicated too. So if you guys find your way into the Tyler Daniels Racing Facebook group and you can figure out how to get into our Discord and you happen to see Jim Downham in there, all you have to do is say baloney and he has to sing the song.
Yes,
I have no idea how that started, but it's a thing now.
it is a thing. It's a very big thing.
We got a thing with Jay too, but as a professional broadcaster, we won't make you do that on there.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
But if you wanna, yeah, you
as a
gotta join the
professional,
group and-
but I was sitting here eating chicken fingers.
My good. There are chickens in the trees, and they got their meeky knees. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please? There are chickens in the trees, and they got their meeky knees. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please?
We thank
know
Jay for
That was
obliging.
the best rendition yet. Round of applause for Jay Downham.
That song was written by my brother, Joe, who just passed away this last year, and I
Was it
usually went
really?
up. And I went up to see him. I used to go every Memorial Day. Go up there. We used to have like a little jamboree in Georgia where he lived.
Yeah.
And this last time he said, "It's your song. You can do it, and I hope you do something with it." So I'm really glad it's actually out there now. So thank you to Joe Downham for writing it, and now I get to pass on the tradition of the chickens in the trees because that's a family song that's been on for
One,
years. So
one, that is awesome. Two, I am an amateur musician, but I'm pretty connected in my local music scene. We should do something with that song in his honor.
yeah, so I sing it. There is actually verses to it, but it maybe one day I'll sit down and record it, and then I play the whole thing for everybody, so that way they
Yeah.
can sing the song.
We should. I look forward to that. I'll reach out to you and we'll do something with it. But in the meantime,
We have
You're-
a whole bunch of people out there. We've got hot dogs. We've got bologna. Who's got the buns, the mustard, the mayonnaise? Let's get this thing going.
And
well, go ahead, Andy.
we have a hooker on the pole.
Well,
Mm.
he won one of those heats, didn't he? I think he won the second heat.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Yes, he did, with a Ricky on the outside, but a hooker on the pole.
Well, Adam's not going to take kindly into that. Despite the number on his car, he prefers to be one position up from that.
And it
Yes,
looks
he-
pretty closely even throughout, but I would say the top of the list is definitely baloney.
I agree. All those drivers are baloney, including Adam Ricky. You heard me. I said it.
Pace car's
off, We're
out.
coming around to green.
Oh, the flash bulbs go off. Good crowd tonight to watch the Bologna and hot dogs go at it as they hit the green flag going off into turn one. You got Team Bologna being pushed hard by the hot dog machine. Blair Patterson on the inside there. Adam Ricky's just going to take the top side, probably fall back in line. As we got one bologna, one hot dog, and then you got 4 bolognas, a hot dog, 3 bolognas, and another hot dog. So right now it seems like we're calling a bunch of bologna up for. Oh, there's a
Oh,
wreck
there it
out
is.
there in turn
Got
four.
a few cars caught up on that. That's gonna bring out
Just,
our first
just a
caution.
handful of them there. Oh boy.
Oh man,
There's
I
just
wish I had
part of the
two
end of
for
that,
this
and
broadcast.
Man.
oh, there's a lot of bologna.
Ooh. A lot of bologna mixed up with that. Oh, and there's a
Oh,
hot dogs get involved in that. Oh.
a late hot dog. That's summer sausage right there.
Not sure. Oh, there's where it starts, right there. The 3 and the 28 are gonna start
Yeah,
that.
Jim
Teammates.
gets involved in that. Wow.
Teammates. Ryan Walter, like I have said this time and time again, cannot seem to get away out of his own way, and he runs over his teammate right here and captain.
And team captain, yes.
Well, enjoy your teammate on Wednesday, Andy.
Well, you know, I have him because he can't get out of his own way.
Man.
But if anybody wants to tell me I'm wrong now, I will gladly listen.
Yeah, that
And
was
laugh at
unfortunate.
you.
Couple teammates getting together there. Man, I am so hungry. We're 3 laps into this thing. I just want a sandwich.
Well, you better go get the potato chips too to go with that. Maybe some,
Well, I'm over here. They got like ketchup stripes on the walls. I see that yellow mustard line down on the bottom. There's that dashed mayo right in the middle of the track. There's a whole sandwich out there.
Coca-Cola on the outside so you can wash them all down with
Oh,
Coca-Cola. I'm telling you.
Nothing like a fried bologna sandwich and a Coca-Cola, let me tell you.
If
And
you
I'm
guys
sorry.
aren't eating at the end of this,
Yeah.
If
If
you're not
everybody
eating right
watching
now-
is not hungry, then there's a problem.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I have any, but I'm sure I got some Christmas leftovers in the fridge. I'm definitely eating something when this is done. Y'all come on over to the TDR Discord to watch me eat something after this.
There you go. As long as it isn't
Take a look at some of these paint jobs kind of while we're at it here.
that's a nice looking paint job. You got Tyler Daniels Racing on the back of these, which is really, really nice. I mean, it's a good tribute to the Tyler Daniels Racing League.
Yeah, they both placed the logo in the same spot, but they used different logos. Bologna chose the traditional ribbon logo, while the hot dog team chose the more refined, long TDR chrome banner.
And there's a good look at the front. The number 1 machine there, the Armor Hot Dog. So we got the Armor Hot Dog
It
machine.
looks like the car has a mouth and it's eating the armor hot dog.
Very hungry. Now see, there's the Bologna car in that 21 machine. Not really sure who that is.
That is
Darlington.
Anthony Hooker.
There's
And
Anthony Hooker.
For those of you in YouTube land tuning in and keeping score, while it is Jim Downham versus Mitch Eiding, it is not which of those 2 drivers finishes the best. It is who selected and trained the best team of drivers, which is why you see these matching paint schemes, except for Kool-Aid Guy, who happens to be on Team
Chuck
Kool-Aid
McDonald.
guy is-
Chuck McDonald has chimed in, says yellow flag on the Oscar Armor Clash.
Chris Lockwood said he's had the munchies for an hour.
Yeah, but I don't think that's due to us. They
And
go back racing
Old
here.
Chuck puts in, not sure I want to watch Tommy put a hot dog in his mouth. So there you go, Tommy.
I'm so hungry.
So we got, all right, well, we got
Whoop.
2 of the bologna cars out front there and 1 hot dog, and that hot dog is really trying to push his way, break that package open and get to the front there.
Yeah, it got a little tight there for a second. It looks like Anthony Hooker's going to maintain that lead, and Blair Patterson's going to support him, pushing back Adam Ricky. No. Oof. I think that inside line of bologna is
And they're-
racing its way to my countertop.
And they're just slicing and dicing out there, so here we go. As that hot dog car looks, so Blair Patterson looks to the high side there. It looked like Ricky just got a little bit high on him.
Who is that behind Ricky? It looks like they didn't get the memo on the paint scheme.
Eric Steele, who doesn't ever run a team paint.
What a jerk. We'll have to figure that out at some point because he's on my team and that's unacceptable.
Well, in our race, if you don't run the team paint, you get disqualified.
Good, because I made 13 individual team paints for each of my drivers, and if he's not running it, we're gonna have our own grudge match later on.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
well, the way ours is laid out, you have to have the team paint.
Exactly.
As it looked like the two hot dogs finally got together and come out of their package and led it right to the front. So it's been leaving Baloney a little bit there. It was dominant Baloney up front. Now we got a little bit of a mixture. We got somebody coming up through the field, I believe.
Well, if you've ever been to the grocery store, hot dogs are more aerodynamic than bologna.
And Eric Steele is a hot dog. Is that correct?
Eric Steele is a hot dog, I believe. Yes.
Yeah. Eric Steele's on Team Hot Dogs.
So we got Blair Patterson, a hot dog out front.
Yeah, the more aerodynamic of the lunch meats have made their way to the front. Bologna just making their way on the inside. I mean, bologna can come back, but with all that flappage, it's tough.
Yeah, it is very tough. As those hot dogs seem to stay together on the outside here, so they're just keeping it close.
I love how we've stopped talking about actual coverage, and now I'm just like visioning hot dogs and bologna out there in the wind.
Well, maybe we'll get a little. Well, got Armor hot dogs and Oscar Mayer bologna. So maybe if they get wind of this, maybe we can get them to sponsor back charities and throw us a little bit of something for their advertising for this event. So
No. We're going for the big dogs. I want to be sponsored by Nathan's.
Nathan's. That's a big one right there.
That's the only real hot dog out there. No offense, Team Armor and Team Oscar Mayer, but Nathan's all beef, kosher.
Yeah, they are pretty good. I kind of agree with you on that one there. The all beef hot dogs are a lot better than the.
See, Adam kind of took that low line and kind of merging
wide.
up. It was like, woo!
Now they're going 3 wide, so they're getting very racy up there, and that's a good little shot of.
Yeah. Blair Patterson's got the edge there after that 3 wide. Adam Rickey on the outside with some help behind him is gonna pull off the pass here. Now, Blair Patterson, I haven't seen Blair Patterson dive to the inside like we've seen some other guys do.
Yeah, Jim worked his way back up. Or no, he was in the pits, so he's just out there. He's down a couple laps after he got involved in that incident, but he's helping right now. He's right on Ricky's tail, just trying to push him forward, trying to get around Blair Patterson there.
Yeah, Jim's 2 laps down in 19th, but he's got a nice clean nose on that. He's got some ability to help push that car ahead of him out a little further, as they're both now surpassing Blair Patterson and the hot dog car on the inside. And we got 4 balonies on the outside row.
Kevin McCann worked his way from the back to the front, because Kevin McCann started way in the back, so now he's in 3rd spot, so he avoided all that carnage up there from the earlier baloney hot dog wreck, and he's up there. So that was a good run for him, and as we're driving with him right now. So this is what they're seeing. Pretty smooth, as you can see with the lights there.
I can't help but notice Team Bologna has talked the celebrity of Kevin McCann into actually running a team paint scheme, not some generic dealer or knockoff stuff he usually does.
Well, it's nice to see Kevin actually participating and getting involved a little bit more in our back sports and charities. So yeah, I mean, but no, these guys they're all great guys. Everybody that's out here. I mean, and like I said, this is just a fun race for them. So
yeah.
As we roll down with 15, so we got 60 laps left, and we do have an upcoming.
Chuck McDonald has chimed in. Hot
There's
dogs.
a wreck! Oh no!
Oh, sorry, Chuck. You're gonna have to wait. That was a couple rows back there. It's not going to affect the guys that have been running up front and fought to get up there. But I see Baloney car, potentially the Kool-Aid cars on Team Hot Dog, I think.
Oh man, did he get
This is the second time we've seen
the Kool-Aid is all over the track again.
So Bob Berlew got down, and
my goodness!
I think all right, we might want to go off of that right now because this is a family-friendly event. So let's That Baloney did not like that Kool-Aid mixture, I guess, and just decided he was going to make a total sandwich and just dunk them right out the park. So,
See, and this illustrates one of the beauties of iRacing is that you can come out and you don't get hurt because it's on a simulator, it's not in real life. And I guarantee, if they tried to put these cars on that track in real life, every driver out there would be like, "I ain't racing that. That's baloney."
Watch how hard Greg is going to hit here.
Wow. Yeah, Bob Burlew definitely tried to see if that was a real Kool-Aid car and try and put him through that wall.
Right. Oh, no.
Safer barrier. I think that's the only thing that kept him from going through. So.
Well, thank goodness for that virtual Hans device.
Yes, I mean everybody's okay. Don't worry.
So now remember, it was a 50 to 55 lap
pit window.
Guys are coming down now, lap 17.
That's gonna put them about 3 to 8 short, depending on their consumption.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be right there at that window to maybe they're good, maybe they're not.
If you get more cautions, though, that should tighten it up where you'll be able to run. But if you have any overtime events, then that could possibly. I predict that they're probably going to come back down for another pit stop, even if it's just fuel, maybe a little bit later or one of these later cautions, because these guys are running like very close together. I haven't really seen anybody break away. Every shot that we've had, they've been really running close together.
So back to Chuck. First thing he said was hot dogs.
Hold on. Don't say the second term he said when he said versus. You can say newbie steak, but you can't say the other one because that means something we shouldn't say on air.
I was skipping that one. So
okay, good.
You have to open up your ears so you can hear what I'm reading. He says hot dogs have the advantage because they are always travel in packs. And then he says minced bologna. Yeah, we're not saying that other one. We're also not approving the post that he tried to put up today.
Yeah, Chuck McDonald's been getting a little rowdy. Tyler Daniels Racing is a family-friendly group, and we're all inclusive. And there's some things you just can't talk about.
What's that?
What?
Huh?
Sorry, my dog's eating crap. This is live TV.
Oh, okay. Well, we're all right. We thought you had something to say, so we were just waiting for you to pull out that,
Yeah, we thought you would notice something our skilled eyes had not.
But now
I'll tell you what I noticed. A lot of hot dog cars sitting up front after that yellow.
Yeah, the hot dogs are linking up and getting together and heading to the front. So
who's in that blue and white car again? Steele? That's Eric Steele.
Eric Steele.
Okay,
yeah.
And he's team hot dog.
Yes, and we've got
the two cars that aren't color coded are team hot dog.
That's correct. And Greg Rizzo was driving the Kool-Aid car that just got tried to get put through the wall there.
Well, no offense, Greg. We probably won't have to worry about looking at his car that much longer.
That was a hard hit.
He's had a couple.
We got one lap to green.
Well, Chuck, when you were in the military, someone played a cruel prank on you because that's not what that means.
Chuck answers a hot dog. Oh, boy. Well, that chat is lively tonight. Hello, welcome to Holiday Week.
There's not much in that chat I can read out loud. We've had plenty of puns up here, but now it's getting a little bit too close to. Anyway, lights are off on the base car.
Well, I guess. Well, isn't Chuck out of Canada?
Oh, he is.
Okay, so they might have a little bit different meanings up there than what we got down here. So that's
they don't even have soap in Canada.
Oh my goodness, they use vinegar, but I don't know how vinegar is going to taste on a bologna or hot dog.
Never mind. Its car's off. We're having too much fun with this event, I think.
Well, it is a gentleman, so we're having fun up here. It's all about. Tonight's all fun, so.
Absolutely. Adam Ricky going to the inside for Team Bologna. Gonna split those hot dogs right up the middle.
Yeah, he's getting up there. He's the only Bologna right now in the top 5.
Yeah,
we got
a couple more guys come behind him. I see a Bologna to the inside.
Steve Hutchinson, he's been looking really racy tonight. So. talk
Yeah,
too
he
much
was
about
he
the
was looking
vendors.
really good in practice too. I forget where he was in the heat race, but he was looking really sporty in practice.
I believe he won his heat race, didn't
Ah,
he? Or was
could
he?
be. I mean,
Was he?
I've been thinking about making a sandwich half the time I've been broadcasting, honestly.
Okay, well, as long as you got the buttons for it, we're good to go.
We got Janelle Veldhusen weighing in on YouTube. She's cheering for Team Hot Dog.
Yeah. All right, Janelle, how are you? Good to see you out there.
And Janelle actually challenged Andy's wife to a grud match, and I'm interested to see how that plays out later on, probably early next year.
That'll be fun. That was
Not if Andy's wife drives like Andy does.
I can't
please,
wait to
guys,
cash
clean
in.
this up till
I can't
Wednesday.
wait to cash in on our bet.
Yeah, well, you got to win the race to cash in, buddy.
I ain't worried about that. I'm already making my team's t-shirts.
Well, that's a waste of money, but 3 out of 5 hot dogs up in the top 5 there.
Wow, and there goes Eric Steele, who's taking it right up the middle.
Looks like 4 out of 6 for Team Hot Dog.
Yep, we got hot dog, bologna, hot dog, bologna. Hot dog, bologna, bologna. Bologna, 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 hot dog, hot dog. So,
You do the math, YouTube.
right?
I'm just curious. When Jim watches this back,
Mm-hmm.
does he have to sing the song every time bologna is said?
Only if he loses.
Yeah. So I might want to mute it when he gets to this point.
Jim has to go live for 16 hours. Just sing the song every time we say it. We bring Mitch in, and he counters with the Armor Hot Dog song. I'm just kidding. That's terrible. Tune in tomorrow night for not terrible content.
Oh! Eric Steele says, wow!
And it's the whole
The
field!
entire field is going around. Steele's upside down. There's another. Oh, wow.
My goodness.
That
all
was
started
Eric
because it looked
Steele
like-
started that. It looks like Greg Brazo, poor guy, is into this one again.
So Adam Rickey in the lead.
There's
escaped
the Kool-Aid
everything.
car one more time.
Second and third place, the meats meet, and then it is just a.
That is a bologna. That's just a
Buffet.
lot of that's just a lot of mixed meat right there.
That's one of those special subs you order from for catering. I mean, that was all the lunch meat right there, stacked up, ready to go. Everybody's going to be in the pit, and like you mentioned, Andy, they only get 2 quick repairs here. A lot of these guys, I assume, have already had one.
And there's quite a few Hebrew cars out of that too.
Well, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. So to those
I'm
of you
feeling
upside
really
down, I
bad for
appreciate it.
Greg. I'm feeling really bad for Greg at this point.
Yeah, Greg whew, they are definitely pushing that Kool-Aid car to the limit tonight.
Well, I'd feel worse for Greg if he'd have come out with the right paint scheme.
And there's Dean the Weapon Webb, who's involved in that as well. I mean, Adam Rickey was involved. It looked like Eric Steele just came up and got right into
Chuck
Steve
McDonald
Hutchinson.
Chuck McDonald, the Canadian, just weighed in with the most American concept I've ever heard. He called that wreck a lunch meat salad.
Well, there you go. We're going to go with that. So congratulations, Chuck. I mean, we should give you a bracelet or something for coming up with that. Yes, that was definitely a lunch meat salad. For sure.
Well, that's going to shake things up a little bit. Looks like Adam Rickey's going to dive into the pits. I presume for
Marty
fuel.
Brown
We are
chimes
the fuel
in.
window.
Marty Brown chimes in. There goes the field. The band is on the field too. It's pandemonium.
It's pandemonium. No excuses. Wow, that was.
And we're only a third of the way through this thing.
Yeah, it's only 27 to 75, so we get the reset here. Bob Cochran takes the lead. So Robert Cochran takes the lead. Bob Berlew moves up to second. Mitch Eiding, who is team captain, is now ahead of Jim Downham's team.
Yeah,
so
Team Hot Dogs sitting.
Well, that was a
piece of
baloney
between
mess
them.
right there. That was a complete baloney mess.
yes, it was.
That's gonna really hurt Team Baloney.
Yep, Armor Hot Dogs looking like they got some armor sitting up front. No quick repairs up front. They're looking pretty. And look
Well,
at all these baloney cars cycling back.
it was like
Whew.
an Oscar armor kind of thing there.
You know, you have to wonder, was that a Steel plan?
I don't know. It looked like Steel just got a little bit tight.
I hope he can pull that off Wednesday.
Well, we'll just
That
have
was
to. That's remain to be seen. But you know, you have some problems on mine. I got blackmail on your drivers for Wednesday. There's some serious issues with your team.
That's fine.
I want to say number 4 right now is Brendan Shaner.
Heck yeah. He's
right.
on my team
Yeah.
Wednesday. Go,
There
Brendan.
you go. A fellow broadcaster that did the IROC races.
Bob Berlew's also on my team, at P2 for Wednesday.
Yes,
Blair Patterson, P6.
Very proud of Brendan. He did an excellent job with the IROC series, all season with Jay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Really took that on for us and did an excellent job. And he's having one heck of a race right now. So let's see if he can hold on to it and keep her up there.
Yeah, he didn't race with us a ton through the fall, but I would have thought he would have easily been one of the winners for most improved driver in TDR. I mean, he's really come along a long way since we started all this well over a year ago.
But you have to run races to be the most improved driver.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He didn't run a lot with us going into the fall. You know, we kind of came along a little later in the year, coming back to being competitive as the pace car's off, and Robert Cochran gets a hell of a restart. Heck of a restart. Can you say hell on live TV?
This is
Well,
not
he
made
just
for
did.
kids. You can say whatever you want to say.
Nah, we're going to keep
Well-
it as family friendly as possible. So
Except for what Chuck puts in chat.
Yeah.
A lot of
Good.
hot dogs up there, guys. A lot of hot dogs. This race has
we-
really changed since that last caution.
It has. Can we say that last Chuck comment on there?
I doubt it. I haven't looked at it yet.
I think we can. I think we're safe there.
Yeah, I think we're okay with that. So if NASCAR drivers feel what their cars are doing in the
Oh,
rear
another
end,
wreck! Hold on, another wreck. We got 2 hot
Oh.
dogs running into each other.
leaving
Every time
everybody
we
in
go to-
suspense.
So it's lap 30. So
We
only
need to
4
stop.
laps in and 2 hot dogs are running into each other. They're packing up together again. So
We need to stop calling out Chuck's comments, and we'll stop having cautions.
Maybe that's what it is. You know what, though? I think we should have a four-way grudge match.
And I need to stop talking about how good my kid's driving, I suppose.
they
we
just got
take-
wow. Ooh,
As he was stuck in the fence.
man, he got hung in that fence. Wow.
No, we need to have a follow-up grudge match. We take half a team bologna and we take half a team hot dog, and they become bread and cheese.
So it looks like that was Dustin, Is Dustin the 23?
Yes, Dustin just
Yep.
got right up into the
Okay.
back of Brendan there. It wasn't Brendan's fault whatsoever. And then yeah, that just look how that just goes through the fence. That didn't even have a shot.
No, he trumbled. He definitely
Ooh,
trumbled.
man.
And,
He trumbled.
yeah, it's getting stuck in the fence.
Ah,
Now that's what you call a sandwich.
yeah, that is definitely a sandwich with
what,
that was a dry sandwich.
That's what Big Bob Gaming says. And so now, back to Chuck.
I'm so hungry.
NASCAR drivers feel what their car is doing in their rear end. Team Hot Dog feels it in their buns.
Well, somebody just tried to shake the hot dog off the bun there, putting poor Mr. Brendan up there in the fence.
Yeah, it's a shame he's having such a good race there, too. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to limp it back to the pits. He's going to have to take a tow and probably go a lap down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're starting to see about the top 13, top 12 cars here. I mean, the last cars left on the lead lap after this cycle of pit stops here.
Well, we're only 32 in, so we're about 6 laps going halfway here. And
A whole different group of lunch meats are up front.
So I'm
It's-
going to be
it's their
curious
opportunity to
if we're
shine.
going to have grudge matches. You know, we had all these grudge matches came out of the last Steel Lockwood. A lot of these grudge matches did. I know that Ashton and Blair came out of steel and Lockwood, which will be on Thursday night.
Yep.
Wonder if we're going to get some call outs after this one. Does Brendan call out Dustin? Does Greg call out Bob Burlew? I mean, there's going to be some little bit of tension going on.
And our big one with Adam Ricky and Kevin McCann. Ricky sat up there in 4th, and McCann was in last spot last time I checked in 21st. So for 20th,
Yep.
3 laps.
He's sitting there 20th now, 3 laps down. Yeah. We just
So-
answered your question, Pete.
Yep, he's back in 20th spot, 3 laps down. Robert Cochran still maintains the front, though. So we got 3 hot dogs that are starting to link up together, and then you got the 2 balonies. Adam
Mitch,
back up there. So Adam was involved in that last wreck with Eric Steele. Now he's back up to 4th. So if it works out, then I believe, well, Jim's still 1 lap down. I believe he was 2 laps down at one point. I'm not sure if there's lucky dogs in this or not.
I believe they do have the lucky dog and the wave around. But shout out to Mitch Eiding, one of the names on this grudge match, one of the gentlemen involved, sitting up there in P2.
Yeah, and they're looking pretty good up there. But you got 3 hot dogs that are followed by, it looks like a whole pack of bologna. Look at
See,
that.
I
Hold
thought
it.
hot dog traveled in packs.
Bologna.
Can
Hot
you
dog-
imagine the size of a pack of bologna? All them logs stacked together?
If you slice it down and package it just right, it can fit right next to them hot dogs.
Yeah, sliced bologna
All
is
right,
forever.
we're 1 to go, so I'm going to try and read this out as far as what their bet is. Jim says if Mitch loses, he will get a custom TDR shirt with an Oscar Mayer wiener with a saying of his choice, PG, with a TDR logo on the back, must wear it for 3 major events, such as track days, banquet, or something on Discord.
That's very wise. I've heard the TDR merchandise is very affordable.
If I lose, which right now, Jim, he must sing Oscar Mayer's song on 3 major events.
Kind of like the national anthem, I'm presuming.
Yes. So,
Yes.
Okay. So there's the bet. That's what they're fighting for. So let's see if you can slice and dice our way down to the
Janelle,
front.
I am glad we could entertain you tonight.
Yes, Janelle. Sure, you're pulling for Mr. Dustin, who's in 11th right now. So we'll give a shout out to Dustin. I mean, I know you're sitting right next to him, and if you go over and yank that wheel, you know. just
Slap
saying.
him in the ear for me for wrecking my son if you could.
Yank his wheel on Wednesday.
Because I believe, you know, is this a giveaway event? Is any of these a giveaway event? I know we used to give away some stuff, but I guess this isn't a giveaway event tonight.
No, Christmas is over. Now it's now
Christmas?
you gotta
Oh, okay.
buy oh, Andy went live all of a sudden. They've been green for a lap or so.
Ooh, we're all watching the replay. Now we're back to green. Okay, so surprise.
I wanted to make sure you guys were on your toes.
We are on our toes, and everyone out there in YouTube land should be on their toes because look at these boys go.
Man, I'm sitting up on my buns
How do you do that?
very carefully.
You
There's
see,
Adam Ricky is up at the front fighting with Blair. Looks like Blair Patterson.
yeah, Adam
Robert
Ricky,
Cochran.
I think is gonna pull it off here.
But he was up in that spot before, and that's when Eric Steele. I mean, he was leading that one, and Eric Steele just tapped the back of it was run on Hutchinson, and then took him out as well. So
Well, I've noticed Team Baloney did a really good job communicating with their team about dive bombing on that low line. And I don't think anybody wants to try it right now because it is a little early in the event. But as laps tick off, we're going to see more and more cars testing that low line. And I know Team Baloney, Adam, sitting up there in P2 right now, knows about that line, and he's gonna start using it.
yeah, well, he even proved that in the Charlotte race. He's not afraid to go as low as you can go on any race. So even if
We've seen Adam do it one too many times. There was one race, I can't recall the event or the track or what the race was, but he went like for the Earnhardt style pass in the grass. And as skilled as Adam is, came up the track and just wrecked everybody.
that was a Pudnowski race at Charlotte.
Yeah, he wound up parked for that one.
And that is on YouTube, so if you go back and check that out, it's the Pudjanowski TDR versus Pudjanowski at Charlotte.
For those of you out there in YouTube land, you can message Jay Downham directly. He'll send you the link.
We got other people in the wall. I'm just going to avoid that one. There's got Steel back up there, the guy who put the bologna and hot dogs together.
That is
created
Jay
salad.
Downham at OscarMeyerHotDogBaloney.com.
Chicken wing.
Flash chicken wing.
Hashtag chicken wing.
I'm
All
sorry,
right,
did you say chicken?
there are
Chicken.
chickens in the trees, and they got them weaky knees. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please? There are chickens in the trees, and they got them weaky knees. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please?
So we should
Actually,
do
no,
it.
racing.
We should do a techno remix of that. For some of this action we got coming down the backstretch right here.
I'm telling you, they are getting.
That's a
good.
happening song, man. It's got a
Yeah,
vibe
it
to
is.
it. It's got a vibe to it. It's all about picking up your knees.
Yep. Don't look up though. 'cause
If
there's
I'm
chickens in
looking at the
tree.
top 10, it looks like Team Baloney might have a one-car advantage.
Yes, they do have one car because it's bologna, 2 hot dogs. Then you got bologna hot dog, and then you got bologna hot dog, bologna. And
Correct.
look at it.
And the misappropriated paints are hot dog cards for those of you keeping score at home.
That's right. And we got Steele, who wasn't afraid to do it first time. Looks like he's not afraid to do it a second time to Mr. Ricky there. So he's gonna try and dive bomb him down here. Try and push him up in that wall. No, he gets a good little run there. Well, that's what happened last time. Somebody got a little bit right there. And that's what happened with Steele. Got up into Hutchison and took out the package.
Sharon has chimed in. Come on, Baloney!
Go, Baloney! Man, 3 wide. They're not afraid to do it, are they? The Balonies are starting to.
Well,
stack
these
up on
cars
the
will stick wherever you put them. I mean, you can go 3 wide easy, as long as the driver can hold a wheel.
That's kind of what I was thinking. There's tons of grip here. This car will go anywhere you want. The inside and the outside. Dude, I'd stick it up the middle.
Ricky and Walter. Oh no, another spin and the guy goes upside down, so Baloney and gets run over by a hot dog as he flipping down the front stretch again. Wow, that's lap third with 31 to go, so we're just past halfway.
31 to go. We're about 2 wrecks away from making this into a lunch meat parade.
Now is anybody gonna come down and get the fuel till the end? Because if you pit now, you're definitely good to go till the end. So then just stay out.
I know Ricky came with about 50 to go, and I think the extent of the pit window is 55 laps. So I think if everyone came down then, they should be
Can
good.
you imagine who it was? A Greg
Oh.
Brazo again.
I think he's regretting carrying that Kool-Aid car. Man.
Yeah, he got caught up in that one. That one was not on Greg.
Oh,
Just nowhere to go. But, you know, it's bad karma. If you're in a team event, run the team paint scheme. It's bad luck if you don't.
and that's look at that. I'll tell you what, I want those headlights from my car, man. They're very durable. They've been taking a lot of punishment and haven't gone up yet.
They are.
And they got a big beam on them too, because I saw them down in like turn 1. Just a front stretch.
Yeah, those are race car headlights. They're probably like $10,000 a piece.
Well, they can keep them, and I'll just make sure when he's not looking, go up and. So Adam Ricky managed to stay up front. Blair Patterson, second. Ryan Walters, third. Dean Webb, fourth. Robert Cochran in fifth. Rick Kohler, sixth. Anthony Hooker, who he won his heat race, and he was started up front. So
Lonnie Mixon wrecked out in 9th. Or
Right.
not Lonnie Mixon, I'm sorry, Greg Brazo.
Yep.
So,
So-
as much trouble as he had in that last incident, that was of no fault of his own. He was actually sitting P9 when that happened.
Wow, that's one. Whoa. All right, so that puts Jim back on the lead lap now. So Jim is back up, and he was up there earlier.
Yeah, and I don't see Mitch up there in the top 10 at all. Mitch is actually in 11th, 1 lap down. So I think as they sort out here, Jim Downham is going to surpass his grudge match rival in the battle of the gentlemen. But knowing Jim, he'll probably give Mitch the spot.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Jim is a gentleman, but I've been talking to Jim a lot, and he is like he needs some coaching as far as being mean out there, and
Oh, he's getting that for Wednesday. I've been coaching him up.
yeah, and I've been talking to him myself about that. He just feels so bad about even getting involved in that because that's the way that he is. Um, but we'll see how he does. But maybe this will fire him up in tonight and tomorrow. You got tomorrow at Bristol, so
I
bunch
would
of
say
guys.
the team
Maybe he'll get
captain that
mad
has
enough.
Jim in that race needs to make Jim a scoring car so he doesn't have to go out there and wreck.
That's true.
No, he needs to learn.
All right. Well, Chuck puts in
So
it to
you're
keep.
telling me
and someone will have to make
it's
a trip
not
to the
Blair
deli counter.
Patterson, Jim Downham, and Dakota Bro?
So you're telling me the mole you had in our team didn't tell you the right information?
Who's that?
What?
Who's that?
No.
Hmm?
I mean, me and Andy.
I mean, I'm hoping it's Dakota because all he has to finish 4th, 5th, or 6th, or there's going to be a release.
I'm not worried about any of my scorers. They know who they are, and they're going to do their job.
Awkward silence.
Tommy's going to lose.
Andy's going to lose.
Tommy's going to be
What's that?
upside down.
But what about tomorrow night? Who do you guys think's going to win the Steel versus Lockwood event?
I'm putting my money on Steel again.
Like, I wish I'd be here in the booth for that. I think that's going to be a great event to call. I'm going to be tuning in to watch it on YouTube, of course. But, like, you think Steel's going to take it?
I'm on Lockwood, so.
You're going Lockwood?
Oh, I'm on Lockwood's team. I got drafted for Lockwood tomorrow. I'll be racing.
Oh.
I'm not going to be either.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. The teams are really tight.
200 laps at Bristol is tough.
It is. It is. It's going to be a battle of drivers. Who can keep their car clean? Who can run that long event all night long? That's going to be a tough one.
And attrition, and I think there's only 3, if I'm not mistaken, there's 3 quick repairs. So incidents, and so it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. In real life, you get 0 quick repairs, so it'll be a heck of a time as the pace car pulls off.
Got Ricky Blair Patterson, so you got bologna and hot dog up front. Looks like we're getting more of a mixture, though. Looks like the bolognas are starting to slice their way through and kind of mix it up with hot dogs there. So
I'm getting
back in the turn.
hungrier and hungrier.
But there is one thing: you can take a bologna and wrap a hot dog, but you can't take a hot dog and wrap a bologna. As
Challenge accepted. What happened?
I did not see this one, so this is we're gonna have to check out what. Oh,
Brezzo.
Greg Brezzo.
There's a whole pile of hot dogs back there.
Oh, and it's all hot dogs. I didn't see any bolognas involved in that one, so it's all the hot dogs that are together. So they have a pack of 4. So I guess
hot dogs.
Oh no! Right off the start, the bologna car just looked like somebody just didn't get going.
Turn the 10 car. The bologna car is going to turn the 10.
Well, clearly he thought he was going to go faster than that.
Everybody just gets
Good job on that hot dog car, though. Keeping it straight in reverse real quick. Trying to,
I know,
wait for
right?
his opportunity to spin back around. That car was going straight backwards.
But again, if this doesn't teach anybody out there watching, they may be involved in some of these at some point, or involved in a team race at some point. What bad luck this brings you to not run the team paint.
Right, Greg Brezzo in the Kool-Aid paint. And I agree, Kool-Aid fits in with hot dog and bologna, right? It is poverty food.
Yeah, he's got to.
But you got to get with the program. And it's bad juju if you're not running a team paint.
Right. To go out to YouTube land, Chuck wrote in, if they keep wrecking someone, they will have to make a trip to the deli counter soon. And Janelle chimed in and said, "LOL, he would kill me, Andy. Payback for what you did to me." So,
Yeah. So that is
You wrecked Dustin's wife?
I banged Dustin's wife. Yes.
Oh no. Does Dustin know?
Dustin was there.
Dustin was there.
Oh dang, that's wait.
Yeah.
I can't say any more about what I want to say.
No, you can't.
Nope.
Nope. You have to go
Everyone
back.
tune into the YouTube chat for things we can't say on air because it's wild over there.
It is. It's getting
This
really
is
wild
a
out.
wild chat tonight.
Just nothing but lunch meat and swingers.
I'm telling you. Sharon's been very quiet though. She kind of, come
Puns
on,
all
Sharon,
around
chime in
tonight.
there.
Puns all around.
Sharon's come on baloney.
Yeah, it's come on, baloney. She loves her baloney.
Sharon, I want to know how you liked your Christmas present. Chime in and let us know.
There you go.
What'd we get her?
It wasn't me. Jim sent her a very nice Christmas present.
Oh, good. He didn't sign my name on it.
He didn't even sign my name on it, but that's okay.
Now I
Oh,
got beef with Jim. And
let's
speaking
have.
of beef, you won't find that in a hot dog or bologna.
That's not true. You
And,
will
and
find
in
the
in her in her present may have been a card signed by me.
It's an energy drink, Chuck. It's cool.
And Chuck puts bang but no tubes. LOL.
Well, yeah, we're talking about race cars,
Yeah.
Chuck.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
there's a difference.
There's a big difference there.
Race cars
Well,
bang into each other
fun.
all the time. But whoever told you that word means hot dog was wrong.
Yeah, in the States it means completely different.
Yep. Anytime you ask for that at the grocery store, the kids are laughing at you. Aw, every day with Jim is a gift in itself. From the guy who's saying the word we can't say on air that means hot dog in his mind.
Yep. Hey, well, you never know. We all like it. We
He's
all
like
like dogs.
he's like one of those little gummy, what are they called? Sour Patch Kids. First he's sour, then he's sweet.
Yep. That's pretty much it. So now we love you, Chuck. Keep coming. We're up here and enjoying it. We're trying to get through. I
Looks
think
like
Janelle fell off the couch laughing because we haven't heard from her in a little bit. She hasn't chimed in.
oh man, Adam Rickey sitting P1 as the lights come off. Blair Patterson second, Ryan Walter third, Dean the Weapon Webb sitting fourth, Rick Kohler fifth, Cochran sixth, Belt Hewson up to seventh, Anthony Hooker back to eighth, Jim Downham up to ninth, and Lonnie Mixon in 10th as we are going green.
Oh, they got to run. But it looked like Adam just hit the backed up behind him there. So, but I've got a big run coming down in there. Blair kind of fell back a little bit with Dean. That's running up right there.
Yeah, Adam Rickey got a heck of a launch there, but I think it'll be short-lived.
Yeah, because they do get that big run, as Andy was alluding to earlier with that draft. So, and there you see it, like the kind of old slingshot move going down into turn 3, where he just dives up underneath.
Yeah, but without someone behind you, it's almost like when you slingshot, you don't need someone to go with you. It's almost like you need someone to go off of. Like if they were 3 wide, and you could slingshot, slingshot, slingshot down the line and take that 4th line, you'd have it made in the shade. But as soon as you pull out, you lose all that air, and you're going the same speed as the guy ahead of you.
Yeah, but he's also got the lower line, but he's holding his own there. So I mean, Blair did pull right up underside of Ricky, so that's kind of taking away that air advantage. But I think it flipped to first that they do have an arrow push on them, so being behind.
Leaving a lot of room there too. Like I don't know how the side draft works on these things, but you better believe I'd be a heck of a lot closer to those door handles if I was up there on the high side.
You would think that there would be a lot of air, especially with those big back spoilers that they have on these things. To kind of
Yeah.
up there, so
We'll see. We got 3 balonies on the outside and 1 hot dog coming in deep, and it looks like he might pull this pass off.
This is where
can't-
Blair needs to take advantage of that turn 1 entry, dip it down low, and maintain his lead position.
Right, but I don't know that Blair has had time to practice with these guys. He might not know that's an option to him.
Or he's just not willing to try. Maybe he saw it early because wasn't it? I believe McCann was the one that jumped down way down to the very bottom, came up, and then scrubbed all that speed off.
But I don't believe Blair's in the Discord for anybody to feed him that information.
Yeah, like I've seen several guys pull it off pretty confidently. Blair is a skilled driver. He could easily do it, and I just don't think he has that knowledge at his fingertips to pull that off. I think he doesn't know it's there, and he's gonna work for it on the inside, and he might still get it. I mean, he really is showing some talent there with nothing but baloney to his outside.
And this is a baloney domination right now.
Yeah, we got 5 bolognas and 2 hot dogs in the top 7 there in that top screenshot. Man, we're looking good here.
I need a sandwich bad.
Really big sandwich. Sandwiches! Somebody's getting
a little loose bologna up there. A loose meat sandwich.
Sharon has chimed in. I love my Christmas present. Thank you. I drink tea from my mug every morning. I love my Christmas card. Now I have your autograph.
Save that someday. We might be able to use it as evidence.
Right?
Oh wait, no. I mean, he might be famous.
Well, we keep this up, we may be famous for something, but we don't know what.
Bologna and hot dogs. We're going to end up in a commercial. You know that's
It's the world famous lunch meat battle at the end of 2021. It was hot dog and bologna everywhere.
Well, that's
Good God, that we tell everybody what happened.
Absolutely. Adam, Ricky, and that 3 bologna cars are just hanging up there with Ricky, Ryan Walter, and Dean Webb on that outside line. But Blair Patterson's maintaining that bottom. He's doing a good job on that bottom. And you got the next one. I believe that's...
He definitely needs some help because every lap he's losing just a little bit of ground.
Yeah, while there's no push, it's nice to have teammates behind you, and like obviously Ryan Walter's able to get right to Adam Ricky's rear end, but he's not able to give any push, so he's not pushing Adam ahead. But there's no one for Blair to feel confident behind him. He needs one of those hot dog cars to get it behind him and give him a little bit of a push, and then they can start running together. And if one of them happens to be faster, that guy pulls that ahead and takes it. I think right now Adam Ricky is being supported by his team, and Blair Patterson's doing a heck of a job fighting that element.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Ryan Walter to wreck Adam.
Yeah, he did take out the captain, so...
Lonnie Mixon now up to P7.
There's a good little shot from that bottom side there. Holding nice steady.
I'd be a little tighter. I think if I'm Blair, I might be looking up the track, trying to pull some side draft off of those guys. Get some air on that spoiler. Anything you could do. I'd be tired of running side by side by now.
He's got to do what he's got to do. He's trying to maintain, but you see a little bit of crinklage back there on the back of Adam's car from where they got in it. Dropped a little bit, so it's not really shouldn't affect it too bad because you got that big spoiler pushing it.
Ryan Walter. Now Ryan Walter just dropped below Adam Ricky, and it almost seemed like it bumped Blair up a little bit. Whoa! Nope, that didn't work out for Ryan Walter at all.
No, he let Webb go by, so... But Ryan was squirrely getting behind Adam. You saw in a few shots he was kind of just bouncing around in that air, so maybe he didn't...
And they might be talking too about comfort levels. Maybe Dean Webb felt more comfortable, and they were like, "Hey, man, we're on the same team. Go ahead, go get it."
Yeah, because they're all right. That's a lopsided shot with the bologna and the hot dogs. Because you got all those bologna with 2 hot dogs sitting there, and that's definitely an advantage for Team Bologna. Mr. Jim Downham and Mitch Eiting's got 2 in the top right there, just trying to fight it out and get as much as they can for it.
Yeah, Blair Patterson.
Show his dominance today, so
yeah. Blair Patterson's still looking really good, taking the shorter way around the track, running that lower line, and he's been able to stay up front there. I mean, I think we've got at least 10 laps here, side by side, no wavering by Blair, and we see Lonnie Mixon back there making his way up. If that hot dog can meet that other hot dog, they might just have enough meat left to take out Bologna.
Yeah, and Chuck writes in, here comes Lonnie, make a hole and make it wide. So there's
Which is a sentence I just said.
which is what you said. So yeah, I got an echo and I'm the parrot now. So
What?
Just one mistake by these balonies could change it, though, with 9 to go.
That's very
Yeah.
true. But these balonies we see up front aren't guys who typically make mistakes, and I really think it's Blair's battle to fight right now. A little bit of help would be beneficial for him, but I mean he's doing a heck of a job holding these guys off on that outside line.
Yeah, he's definitely holding his own. I mean, he's not letting anybody get away, but Lonnie looked like he was getting up to him, tried to get to the bottom and got a little bit tight.
But we got a lap car coming up with a wrinkled spoiler. I'm willing to bet that's a symptom of required repairs due to a lack of quick repair. And Blair, if he's thinking right, might be able to use him as a pick because it looks like that slow car is running the outside line, which is not the preferred line. Blair has the preferred line right now, and that lap car might be able to slow them all down. But on the other side of it, these cars are pretty much able to go anywhere, so this might be all for nothing. We'll see if the lapper's going to pull to the inside and not really help Blair out with a pick at all here. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Although he did get something because there he goes right to the lead. So
Yeah, he might have put a little bit of air off that and got a draft. I don't think he's able to capitalize here, but I agree when he pulled down just a little bit behind that lap car, he was able to get some air off of it. You know, I think he had him clear. He probably could have pulled up, but, you know, running that close to the front, you don't want to be the one that caused the wreck either.
as we see another hot dog car come into the picture there. I don't think he's got enough time with 6 laps to go to catch him.
Yeah, that's Lonnie Mixon back there. He's been on the march.
Really, yep, got only 2 hot dogs in the package of balloons. So here we rolled, and they're starting to dive down to the inside, 3 wide there.
Gosh, if only Blair was in the Discord, I'm sure they'd be telling him about that running that apron trick.
Oh, that would do wonders for him right now, really.
Yeah, it's perfect for making a pass. The gains you get are short-lived because you don't have the arrow to support you. But if you hit that apron, you can easily get 2, 3, 4 car lanes on somebody on the outside line.
Well, he just needs enough to stay ahead of Ricky at that point, right? Adam can easily suck back up to him, but he's gonna gain that 2 to 3 car length advantage until he comes back up on the track.
Yeah, it gives him enough to get up there. Then it's his race to defend with 3 laps to go. And I'm hoping he knows about the trick and he's waiting for like 2 to go to pull it off.
Got 3 now, so if anything's gonna happen, it'll be on the next lap.
Pardon the pun, but I have no dog in this fight. but I'm cheering for the underdog. The one guy representing Team Armor up there. I want to see him go at it and get it.
And as we're coming to 2 to go, real quick reminder, Tommy, keep an eye on the radios if you could, because it will be a limited time availability with some of the drivers. So Blair Patterson will be available to talk. Keep an eye on the radios, please.
Yep, taking a look at them. I've actually got them on my screen because that's helping me
Caution,
figure out.
caution,
Oh
caution.
my
3 to go.
goodness!
Trying to fight the field up. So we're gonna have overtime.
Well, this changes everything. God, goodness gracious! I feel like Larry Mack saying that, don't I?
As there's a hot dog car on the inside.
What is that? A half a Hebert?
Oh.
It doesn't count if you're only halfway upside down. Yeah, just a little contact in the back, heated racing for position.
Cochran and Bob Berlew got together.
Yeah, good thing we didn't see that up front.
But I have talked with Blair. He will be available for an interview, but as a limited time availability.
Well, yeah, he's probably short on breath right now, running up front like that. I'll make sure if we get his radio queued up over here, we'll pull him in the booth first to make sure we get him out of the way. He has had a heck of a performance here. He was 3 to go when that yellow came out, and with the green-white checkers, we are 3 to go until they go again.
Right.
So my contacts are slightly blurry at the moment, trying to look at this chat. I'm not sure if that says "Let's go Team Hot Dog" or "Let's go Team Bacon."
That is a hot dog.
Okay.
With mustard. on a bun from Janelle. So
Okay, that is a hot dog.
Sharon says, let's
I
go
don't believe we have
bologna.
a team bacon.
Janelle says, let's go hot dog. So they're fighting it out in YouTube and they're fighting it out up here.
I hope everybody out there in YouTube is enjoying this race as much as we are. Um, we've made light of the bologna and the hot dogs all night. But while we're at it, we might as well show everybody one more time why we talk about bologna and hot dogs.
Roll that sweet bologna footage.
Bologna has a first name, it's OSCAR. My
Even the
bologna
dog
has
hates
a
him.
second name, it's MYR. And you ask me why I say Oscar Mayer has a way with BLOOGNA.
And yes, that was the captain of Team Bologna singing the Oscar Mayer Wiener or Oscar Mayer Bologna song for us all. And once again, just as a reminder to everybody, if you ever find yourself into the TDR Discord, just say bologna when Jim's around. It's a
That's
real
right.
treat.
Yep, absolutely. And I guarantee Bologna's looking pretty strong right now. We got 3 laps left. It's any team's race to win. Blair Patterson's been fighting hard for Team Hot Dog, but I guarantee if Jim Downham wins, he will sing that song with so much more ferocity than he has in the past.
Marty Brown has chimed in with Team Bacon and Big Bob Gaming. Let's go Bacon.
If we're talking sandwich meats, honestly, I am Team Bacon. Like bologna.
But is that a sandwich meat? Is bacon a sandwich meat or a breakfast food?
Have you ever had a BBBLT?
Yeah.
Minus the L, minus the T.
Have you ever had bacon and eggs in the morning?
Of course.
Bacon can go with anything.
Right. You can put bacon, like literally everything.
Cheeseburger, bacon, and mac and cheese.
But what is it? Is it
Baked
a sandwich meat or a breakfast meat technically?
I mean, it's almost a garnish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I put bacon in my Bloody Mary.
Since Marty says I'm Team Bacon, Marty, what is bacon? Is it a breakfast food? Is it a sandwich meat? What is bacon?
Bacon is a life enhancement.
It's a heart attack. What are you talking about? It's a life shortener.
It's not even a food. It's a friggin' antidepressant.
So now with this unfortunately for Blair with this caution coming out, he's going to have to start and he's going to get a bad jump. And he had to start on the outside. It's almost like they brake checked him there. Looked like there was a brake check involved.
It wouldn't surprise me. It's competitive racing.
We got 2 to go. So the first green light checker coming out, and we got 2. There's more hot dogs.
There's a lot of hot dogs there. I believe there's a lot of more hot dogs running the race still.
Yeah, so Adam Rickey going to bring him down for the white flag. Being the weapon web right behind him. And then you got Blair Patterson, who is getting back up there. Now he's got the high side, where these guys were high earlier.
Yeah,
He's
like
digging. Blair's digging.
Oh no, they touch. And the 2 cars upside down, that's going to bring out a yellow 3 cars.
No, they took the white flag. There is no yellow. No yellow. They've taken it.
Blair's fighting back up to second, right on the tail of Adam Rickey here.
He's going to try. He's going to do.
Dive it down. So we got.
Blair made every effort there. Whew.
So there were 5 balonies and a little bit afterwards there.
That's actually a grudge match.
That's Mars grudge match steal right there.
Yeah, heck of a performance. Obviously, Team Bologna had that top 5 locked down. First through 5th, Adam Rickey, Blair Patterson, Team Webb, Rick Calder, and Ryan Walter rounding out your top 5. Heck of a performance by Blair Patterson. He was the one hot dog in that top 5 Bologna pack. Anthony Hooker 6th, Lonnie Mixon 7th, Jim Downham 8th, who beat Mitch Eiding. That'll count for bragging rights. Dustin Valdez in ninth, and Robert Cochran rounding out your top 10.
Oh, and Adam doesn't get to celebrate.
Somebody just
All kinds of
Oh,
post-race shenanigans.
No celebration for Adam.
And I do have Blair Patterson's radio just queued up, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in since he is on a limited time schedule.
yes.
So let me go ahead and get Blair dialed up here. He had a heck of a run going into that last green-white checker. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, but he fought back hard coming in P2. Blair, what was it like being on the inside all by yourself with all four baloney cars on the outside chasing you down?
Uh, that's what's that old song? One is the loneliest number.
Yeah.
I was telling everybody in my chat over here. I said if I had one teammate,
Mm-hmm.
I could win this thing. Just
Yep.
one. That's all it takes. I need the slightest little bit of help, and I can win this race.
Yeah.
And that help could be maybe Ryan or Webb not pushing Ricky as much as they were, because I was getting some really monster runs on the bottom there, and there was a couple laps that I led just because they would screw up their draft somehow in 3 and 4. I obviously didn't get a good angle, not as good a look as you guys did, but they'd break up a little bit in 3 and 4, and then I'd get that run on the bottom, and I could beat Ricky back to the start finish line. And it's like, man, I get the slightest little bit of
Yeah.
help, and I could win this thing.
So,
Dude,
And then that
so
last
with that,
restart, holy cow!
with that said, running on the bottom, had anybody alluded to you the shortcut in 1 and 2? You could actually dive it down because they opened up the entire racetrack for people to race it. You could dive it down all the way down to the exit of pit road. You would gain a 2 to 3 car length advantage until you came back up to the track, where then between the scrubbing of the speed and the draft, they would catch back up, but you would have the lead.
Yes, so I was watching Kevin McCann in his heat race do that,
Yeah.
and I was seeing him like dive bomb, like he might have knocked his left side mirror off on the inside wall a couple of times as low as that dude was getting.
It's a risky move, but we saw it paying off, and we weren't sure if you knew about it or not. And I feel like if you'd have tried that, maybe it would have got you there. No guarantee, but
Yeah,
man, heck of a fight there on the inside line, brother.
man, I had a ton of fun. If this is how Grudge Week's gonna start, we're all in for
Right.
a really big treat.
Now you're ready. Is this sending a message to Ashton down there? You're racing Thursday night. Hey, I didn't block, but I still came home second, pal.
I did actually, believe it or not, I did take a jab at Ashton at the end of this race. I did point out to him that the top 3 finishers are all on the same team for Thursday night.
Nice.
Yeah. I
Very
think
nice.
They're all on Andy's team against me as well on Wednesday night.
It-
Oh no, you're on my team Wednesday
That's
night.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So now
I'm team upside down.
I'm going to, before we let you go, because I know you're limited time, you got your stream going on, Blair. Wednesday night, you are on team upside down.
Uh-huh.
Rumor has it.
We're actually called Team Andy Slow.
Rumor has it that you have a little birdie that might be in my house on the other team. Told me that Asphalt Guy is a scorer.
I don't know if I'm allowed to release
Team
any information.
Captain, we can neither confirm nor deny any rumors anyone may have heard about our strategy.
Yeah, no, I can't release any of that information. I don't have the official press release, but I can say that I'm very happy to be on Team Upside Down. I am an asphalt guy. It's a dirt race. I'm nervous.
If you want a hint about what they're doing when we go live, each car has a stripe on the back of it that may or may not indicate what's going on out there.
Yeah, well, here's a pro tip. So if any of you broadcasters want to do like really good homework, I bet if you head over to Trading Paint, you can figure it out.
That's probably true.
Okay.
We're all going to figure it out as soon as we log into a session, so I'm not that
Right.
worried about it. It's no secret.
But Blair, I know you got to go, man. A heck of a race. Just didn't have the car lanes to get it there on that last lap attempt at it. But man, dude, keeping it on that inside all by yourself those last 10 to 15 laps. Heck of a drive, heck of a run. Sorry you couldn't bring it over for Team Hot Dog, but even if you had, I still think Team Baloney had you guys.
Yeah, Team Bologna had a really good run there tonight. Shout out to all those guys. Adam, Ryan, Webb. All those guys that were up there running up front. Eric Steele. Holy cow! Did you guys see Eric Steele get his lap back the hard way?
Yeah, we did. Yep.
That was awesome.
we saw him lose that lap the hard way too.
Yep.
Well, that may or may not happen.
Oh,
Well, Blair,
man.
we appreciate you stopping in and chatting with us, and you had a hell of a run out there. And like you said, if this is what we're going to see Grudge Match Week, boy, are we in for a treat this week.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Hey, everybody out there on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, knock that little bell, get notifications for these guys over here.
Appreciate
Absolutely,
that,
Blair.
Blair.
We appreciate it. Have a good night, buddy.
All right. Take care, boys.
Take care.
Yep.
Now we got to get these captains in, see if anybody's done any math.
Yeah. Well, okay, so everyone is going to the driver's lounge, so bear with me. they have merged radios.
Oh no.
All the call outs are happening now.
All right. This is going to be a little tricky. I found Jim. Let me go find Mitch's radio and punch in his super secret.
All right. Well, while we have
Brendan
that
has
going
chimed
on-
in. Very fun
got-
race. Brendan, while we're waiting, Brendan, you ran a heck of a race up to P4. Unfortunately, taken out by a teammate, but you ran an excellent race as a father up in the booth. I was very proud of you.
Yeah,
Greg Brad's
Greg
over
was
here.
always in. Great time. Thanks, TDR. I'm glad you had a good time out there because it was a bad time for you.
Yeah, and
Right.
Greg has chimed in. Great time. Thanks, TDR. Greg, man, we felt bad for you.
You
Yeah.
got to run the team paint. Not running the team paint is bad juju. You brought the Kool-Aid car out and you got the hot dog and bologna right to the face.
That's good. And Sharon reaches out and says, "Thank you in the booth for a great night. Kept a smile on my face all night." So we kept somebody smiling out there all night.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you, Shannon.
Yeah.
Who do we appreciate more tonight than anybody else? The team captains. I do have Jim Downham and Mitch Eiding in the booth with us.
Right.
The pain in that sigh, Mitch. I felt that.
I tell you, it was a hard fought race.
It was.
And it was phenomenal. Jim, thanks for suggesting half the stuff we did, and oh my gosh, I had a blast. I don't know about you.
You
Even though we lost.
owe
You know what?
Blair
We-
Patterson
we-
a lunch meat sandwich. He
Yes.
fought so hard for you.
We and Eric Steele also got back on the lead lap, but
Yep.
We saw that.
we just couldn't clear his black flag. Everybody was holding back, and he
Yeah.
wanted the black flag clear, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows what the rules are. I don't believe anybody was holding back, but sorry.
Yeah. Well, I missed the start on that, and then he flew by me, and that's how he got his flag.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I apologized multiple times to him, but
Yeah.
it was just one. But no, it was. I had a ball.
It was
My whole
fun.
team was like, they were cheering right at the end. That's how much fun they had.
So we
Yeah,
have a final tally.
Yeah.
It was a very close
Yes.
Yes.
tally.
Apparently, I'm wearing a T-shirt.
We have a 394 to 376 for Team Baloney. And thank you, Dustin, for taking care of the math for us.
Thank you.
Somebody said baloney.
Oh,
Hey.
my baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR. My baloney has a second name. It's MAYER. And you ask why I say Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLOGNA. Yes.
Well, I mean, that
Team
kind of
Baloney.
went
I
the
told
other
you.
way.
I told you that would be his best performance yet.
Team baloney. I like that one.
I will tell you, Jim,
Team
that
Baloney.
during the broadcast, probably about 3 to 4 times, at least at the beginning of the broadcast before we went live, we did play the video of you singing Oscar Mayer Baloney for everybody's entertainment, and I'm sure everybody enjoyed it. We thank you for doing that for us.
Yeah.
It'll be our
Not that
national
you-
anthem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be a national anthem in some of these races, but
Shoot, I was getting nervous here for a little bit, and I was telling the team, I said, guys, the magic number is 11. Get close to 11, if not farther than 11, you can. You know what I mean? It was a fun race, and you know what? My hat's off to Mitch and the guys he put together, and just the Darlington and Darlington's deep in my heart. I just couldn't pass the track up, and we decided that Mitch and we got together, and after we started, I was like, I messed up on the first one. I caused the first big wreck. We went into turn one on the second or third lap, and everybody's pushing, so they're checking up. Well, I'm in, and I jump on the brakes and I caused a wreck. So I'll own the first one, and I apologize.
See,
Um,
this is a case of Jim being too much of a gentleman in the battle. In the
oh,
battle
right?
of the gentlemen, because we know for a
No,
fact from up here in the booth, Eric Steele caused that first wreck.
Well,
did it
no,
really?
no,
Yeah.
no. Eric Steele ran
No, no,
himself into
no.
it, but Ryan
Right.
Walter, the
Ryan
guy who
Walter ran
tends
into
to
it.
do it, ran
Yeah,
over
yeah. I think we need to
Yeah.
work on
Jim.
some duct tape. You know what I'm saying? For some. Um, it was
Hey,
tough.
hey,
It's just, yeah.
hey, Andy. I heard earlier where you were congratulating your son getting up to fourth.
Yeah.
Yes.
I,
When we were on that restart, I think 5 of the 6 of us were crapping in our pants because we had never been up that far in the front of the pack at a restart.
I was,
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
saying,
it was awesome to
I,
see, and
I
then
was saying,
he got taken out by a teammate too. So
yeah,
Yeah,
I was saying, who's in the one car? And I look over, and it's Brendan. I'm like, you go, boy. And
yeah,
then
you're right.
I was in front of them when the two wrecked, and I was like, Brendan just got taken out.
and not only
I
did
don't
he
know.
get taken out, he got stuck in the fence.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then we had Brendan was in the fence earlier today, one time, wasn't he? Wasn't he on the fence twice tonight?
Um.
He's
no,
one of the ones that got
First,
stuck
he's the
when
one
he
who got
was doing really
stuck.
well. He got
'Cause I was
wrecked out into
wondering
the
who the one
wall.
Yeah.
car was, but I didn't realize it until the end. So yeah, he got stuck twice in the fence. I think we got a nickname coming up for that boy.
Bre-
Brandon,
Brendan
catch
Fence
fence.
Chainer.
In the
Yeah,
fence.
right.
Catch fence. Catch
Yeah,
fence.
catch
Yeah.
fence. You know,
Right, right.
I mean, two
Well,
times in one race, not once, but twice. Come on.
so I don't
Oh
know.
man.
I don't know if you're keeping score at home there, Andy, but one of my teammates won the event tonight, and your son
Yeah.
did really well tonight, despite being caught in the catch fence. I've got Blair Patterson. He finished P2. Where are all your teammates at?
I realize what you're saying here, but you're leaving out who actually won the race.
Oh, that guy? He can't race on dirt.
Okay.
Elevators only go up, and dirt's subterranean.
And then
See what I had to deal with all night,
I'm
guys? I mean,
seeing
they've
as you
been
go
going
down,
back and
you got Ryan Walter,
Yeah.
Yep.
who likes to take out his teammates. He does get in a lot of wrecks. He's P5.
And then you got Hooker, who's yours. Mixon's mine. Jim Downan's mine.
Jim
No,
also went tonight.
Tony Hooker is not mine. He will be in the booth that night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of good he'll do you up there.
And then
Hey,
Dustin's
Jim.
mine, Robert's mine, Mitch is mine.
Anyway, my bad. I digress. This event's not about us.
Yeah.
No, it's about the bologna and the hot dogs, and everybody
That's
got
right.
hungry out there. So
Right.
now
Oh my gosh.
we're again.
We
That's
we had a
right.
grill
My
fest. That's all I
baloney
gotta
has
say.
a first name, it's OSCAR.
Love
My
it.
baloney has a second name, it's MAR. And you ask me why I say Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLGNA.
So now I
Right.
read
Armor.
everybody.
Armor hot dog. Okay, that's all I know. All
You
right.
don't get to sing.
I read everybody
Okay.
what the bet was. Now, so Mitch is getting a shirt with Oscar Mayer or
With some time of quote, which Andy, you and I are going to work on, that he has, and a TDR on the
Ooh.
back, that he has to wear at 3 major events.
yeah, and
Okay.
here's my question:
Yeah,
when did I get pulled into your grudge match?
because you have to make the shirt. It's a TDR shirt, so I'm purchasing it from the store. So we just
We
need to
have
do
Oscar
the
Mayer
thing.
shirts in the store now.
Well,
Well, no,
they have
I'm
very
gonna
good
have-
prices on
It's going to
custom
be
shirts.
a limited edition.
TylerDRacing.com/shop. Very affordable,
Yeah,
very
this is going
timely
to be
manufacturing.
this is going to
It's
be a
all
one of a
right.
kind limited edition shirt, only made for one person.
Okay. And no, and so it's gonna be a collectible.
It
So
will be a
when
collectible.
Yeah.
when we race in November for the vets, we'll put it up for auction.
We can send Mitch the bill
Hey,
too. I mean, he
that
lost.
sounds good.
Yeah,
No,
that's fine.
I'm paying for it, and it's going to be a
No,
little.
no, no, no. Mitch should pay
No,
for it.
no, I'm paying for it because it's going to be a little work
Whatever
for
it
Andy.
takes.
It's for the charity. You know what I mean? For
You can't
bad
can't have
charity.
no fun with a pair of gentlemen.
Well, I mean that's okay, but he don't know what we're going to put on it yet. But it's going to be family friendly, of course. But you may have to use your imagination. So, just saying, Mitch would
I
be
think
very proud wearing this shirt tonight.
I think it's going to have something to do with a chicken in a tree, maybe, or something. I
Well,
don't
it may
know.
be chicken in the tree. Could be.
There are chickens in the trees, and they got them weeklies. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please? There are chickens in the trees,
Love it.
and they
Love
got
it.
them weeklies. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please?
I do want to say one
Excellent
thing.
rendition.
Eric tried to get me off of my game, and while we were racing or under caution, he said baloney several times. And I said, no, not during the race. We made an agreement. We don't sing it during the race. And he kept insisting. So I asked him to sing it. He started, but instead of baloney, he put Jim in his first name. So then he stopped after that. So
Okay.
Okay, booth guys.
they
How many
tried.
times? How many times did you play it during the race? The video.
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it on the TV. I was like, oh man, thank God I didn't have the sound up. So,
Well,
yeah, it was
gentlemen, we
fun.
thank you for this grudge match. It was a ton
Yeah.
of
Thank
fun.
you.
Ton of
Oh
fun.
yeah,
And,
absolutely.
it looks like everybody had a good time out there. Lots of excellent racing. Really exciting call. Congratulations, Jim.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you, sir.
I think we're gonna have to get a hold of the race winner here.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna get you guys sorted back to where you belong.
Thank.
But if you give me just a few minutes, I didn't mean to cut him off there.
Andy, Chuck wrote in and said, call Brandon the missing link.
Hey, that's a clever name. You're getting caught in the fence. You know, fences have links. I get it, the missing link. But I dialed up the race winner, Adam Ricky. I think I've got his radio on. Hey, Adam, Tommy in the booth. You got a read on us?
Yes, I do.
So how did you feel about Blair Patterson down there? He didn't have any help, and he was able to run side by side with you for multiple laps. Were you worried about him, or how did it go up on your side with all the buddies you had behind you?
Well, the outside had the run down the straightaways, which I think you all saw. The
Yep,
bottom lane is actually the fastest. We can get it all figured out.
yep.
But we had enough drivers lined up on the outside. I knew I could just stay out there and keep, a car length in front of them down the straightaways. And Blair's really easy to race with. He's not out to cause any, hater discontent. He runs his lines, everything else. I know the last time he was at Darlington, he got an award for it. But it's other than that, he's great to run with. He didn't run into me. I got no complaints.
We should have brought that up in the booth. You're right. He did get an award for the last time he ran
Yes,
at
he did.
Darlington. Who
So as
gave
you
it?
can see on the restarts, I was very quick to get like 3 car lengths away. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, we expected Blair to really take that ultra inside line with these radicals where you could get all the way up to pit entrance and jump back up and get 2 or 3 car lanes and then kind of play defense. And we didn't see him do that. I think that might have been out of respect for the other drivers, but like if it were me, I totally would have pulled that move. I saw tons of guys doing it in practice confidently and making it stick.
Yeah, you can get down there and you can get a few car lengths ahead. But if they're lined up coming out of the corner, they're just gonna have a whole head of steam, and we could easily just switched up to the inside and gone right back by. I don't think it would have really helped because of how we're all lined up. If you're like 1 or 2 guys you're racing with, I think it's gonna work really good there. I think the way we were lined up, it was gonna be short lived.
How do you? Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, up here we were discussing it. Did you have any side draft? Are we able to side draft? Did these cars side draft well, or were you not experiencing any of that tonight?
No, the side draft isn't really a thing with them, but you can really like bang wheels with these things. Me and Rick were doing it in practice, just testing how far we could run into each other. You can get away with quite a bit of pushing and touching and bumping. I know there was a couple of moments where we didn't get away with it in the race, and I was
Yep.
staring at the stars. But yeah, the draft was a big factor in how they get around and down the straightaways. But once you're side by side, you can really hug right next to each other, and it didn't really seem to affect the car.
So
Yeah,
speaking of looking at the stars, I noticed you had to wait to do your burnout until you came down from the moon.
Twice.
Yeah, you look like a bunch of baloney down there just floating around, getting fried and everything else, and flipped over. That was fun.
Gotta flip the baloney.
Gotta flip the baloney, especially when you're getting fried like that.
Also, going through the sky is the quickest way to the penthouse.
Hey,
Well-
speaking of which, now, all right, we
Got
saw
a
the
big-
up there a little bit earlier, but then you ended up pulling well away from Your rival there on Sunday. I mean, he ended up finishing 16th tonight. That's unusual.
Got a big
Yeah,
race coming up Sunday.
yeah. So what we should have done is we should have put points on the line throughout the week of the grudge matches, so that way, like, I could just start building my advantage.
Well, there you go. That'll work.
Next year.
Right.
Next year.
There you go. So, how was your experience tonight? Did you feel like everybody had a blast? I'm sure you guys had a one heck of a run. Looked like a lot of bologna and hot dogs out there, just mixing it in together all the time. And when Steel took you out, did you? What were you thinking at that moment when you saw yourself in the front, and the next thing you know, you're looking at the sky and then the ground?
So was it really Steele taking me out, or was it Hutchinson taking out Steele, who then in turn took me out? Because that's what it
No,
looked like in my
Steel came
mirror.
up. No, Steel got a little bit tight, came up on Hutchinson, and you just got involved. I don't know how, but
Yeah,
you
he
were
was
like in front of both of
Steele was practicing for Wednesday.
Got it. All right. I just knew there was contact between them, and Eric got turned into me. That's all I could tell from the rearview mirror coming out of the corner. So I couldn't tell who was the predominant aggressor there to have caused that incident.
I don't think it was aggressiveness. I think he just got a little bit tight coming out of that turn. Because out of turn two, we saw a lot of guys getting squirrely, and I think he was just trying to collect it, and he just ended up getting into Hutchinson with nowhere to go, and then collected you up into that.
Yeah, it was sloppiness more than anything.
Yeah. Well, it all worked out, right? So it is what it was, and there was a few big wrecks along the way. Glad I could say I experienced one of them as well, and still able to bring home the win for Jim. It's exciting to be able to race with someone like Jim, and up against Mitch, who I also like as well. But Jim is my guy.
There you go.
Well,
Oh,
heck of a victory.
mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Adam. I'm going to see if we can get a couple more drivers pulled down here. And I look forward to seeing you Wednesday, upside down.
Oh, you just
Oh.
wait.
All right. Take care, Adam. We'll see you. We'll see you in a couple days.
Have a good one.
Dude,
Dustin trying
just,
to get those bedtime
just wait.
breaks.
What does he have cooked up?
Right? I'm telling you, we're coming down to it. This is a one heck of a night to get this all started. Looks like we have a great crowd out here in Darlington tonight.
Absolutely. And
Coming
for
from
those of
Walt.
you in YouTube land, TDR is family friendly. We encourage drivers to race respectively, encourage each other to be fast. If you're faster, teach somebody slower. If you're slower, learn from somebody faster. But Grudge Match Week is all about squashing those on track beefs. And tonight, Jim squashed the so-called gentleman's beef with Mitch. I think they just casually agreed to have a grudge match. But one heck of an opening event. I know tomorrow night we got Lockwood and Steel at 8 p.m. Eastern, broadcast here on Back Sports. That's going to be a contentious event with a lot of vitriol between the two teams, right? Jokingly.
Yes.
Wednesday night, Andy and myself will be settling a beef that has been well over a year. It dates back to IROC 2020, I think November of last year, and we're finally going to get that out of the way. Um, do we have anything lined up for Thursday night?
Yeah, we got Ashton and Blair, which came about from the first Steel Lockwood grudge match, where Ashton was doing a little bit of blocking, and Blair had enough and decided to get Ashton out of the way.
And then Friday, are we back to traditional FNL, or do we have an off
No,
night
Friday
Friday
we
night?
will be off Friday and Saturday for New Year's Eve and New Year's, and then back on Sunday for the main event of
The
Ricky
big
and
one.
McCann.
The
So,
big one.
but we've
The
got some awesome races lined up. Everything's just a little bit different. All the races are different, so we're actually gonna see something like these radicals again on Thursday with Ashton and Blair. We're gonna have the Riley prototypes at Daytona.
Oh, that's
Yep.
I was confused. I expected the Riley prototypes at the Daytona tonight, and I must have misunderstood coming into this event which event was what event because the holidays and all our minds are everywhere, right? But that's got to be something else. The Riley prototypes, it's one of the more inexpensive cars on iRacing, and at Daytona, goodness gracious, those things are a blast to drive.
Absolutely,
Yep.
though you can just like these radicals, you can pretty much put them anywhere, especially on a high speed oval like that, and they're gonna be fast. You're gonna have multiple lines of racing at Daytona, which is something you don't see in the more popular cars.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, I won't be available for broadcasting Tuesday or Thursday, but I can't wait to watch these events when I do make it home because I know these are going to be some events to watch.
With that being said, in J Racing tomorrow,
Yes, I'm racing
anybody
tomorrow.
anybody out there in YouTube land, if you'd like to be a part of this back sports broadcast, reach out to me. Let me know. Well, I'll bring you into the booth and we'll have some fun calling some super late models at Bristol tomorrow.
Yeah, well, what you got tomorrow night? Is it you and Tony in the booth?
Tony is racing.
So it's just you?
That's it. I didn't expect my partner to be
Oh,
bailing on me half the week.
it's not bailing. It's fitting work in between our hobby.
Oh, work at 8 p.m. I don't know what kind of job you got.
Oh,
Right.
a tough one.
Well, is Brendan going to be available tomorrow?
Yeah,
Is he
well, I
racing
have to
as
get
well?
Brendan. No, Brendan will be racing. Brendan will be racing tomorrow as well.
What about Steeler Lockwood? I think they've got some chops. I think
Yes.
they should be up here in the booth.
While they're racing?
See, that's the
Balducci?
that's the problem with holidays is everyone's racing and there are no alternatives to
Oh,
put up in the booth.
Dustin just said
It's
Janelle will join in. Janelle.
Janelle,
Oh, that would be a
Andy
great
and
one.
Janelle
Yeah, yes.
sitting in the
Janelle could join
booth.
in.
Oh wait,
Absolutely. She is welcome to come and call this race with me tomorrow. I will welcome that. I will welcome anyone who wants to take their
I
shot
think
at
that'd
it.
be a lot of fun. We once did that with Justin the person. Remember when we brought Justin in, someone who doesn't follow racing as closely as you and I do, and Justin's perspective as an outsider looking at the racing, like
But you can't say
I thought
that
it was really
about
good input.
Janelle, who works at a racetrack.
Well, that's true. She's probably better than Justin actually.
So
And then
we
don't forget,
will.
we're wrapping all this up, which is going to be really exciting on Sunday between
Yep.
and Madam Ricky in, which is a throwback with since we have Daytonas and the Riley prototypes on Thursday with Blair in the newer configuration. We're going back old school to Sunday where we're racing the 87 Cup cars on the old configuration of Daytona.
The
So
If I
bumpy
had known
track.
If I had known that was the format, I would have signed up for it. And I make it known now. If anybody drops out, I want in.
Yeah, he wants in. He doesn't want to come broadcast it all this week, but he wants to race.
87s at Legacy Daytona? That's like, oh, that's some good racing.
and I've taken a few laps and turn one has a bump to it.
Oh, yeah, it
And you have
does.
to be on your game. That is a bumpy track, but it should be a blast to watch and a blast to race once we get everything worked out. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be racing in that one as well. So that was
Yeah,
kind of my last minute.
absolutely. But just to recap to all you guys out there tuned in, tomorrow night we have that is Lockwood versus Steele, 200 laps at Bristol. That is going to be an event to watch. Wednesday night, me and Andy are going to throw down dirt street stocks at Bristol Dirt. Um, and
In a special type of race. Don't forget
that's
about
going to
that.
be a banger event. So we'll have 3 cars on each team that score points. Every other car's job is to stop us from scoring points. It's going to be something else to watch. If you haven't seen a banger event, Google it. It's still a popular class in Australia and over in Europe. They run actual real life bangers all the time. Go look it up. Tons of fun. 3 scoring cars per team. Everyone else is wrecking the scores. That's going to be a blast to watch. And what is it again Thursday night, guys?
Blair
It
and
is going
Ashton in the Riley prototypes at Daytona.
That's going to be similar to what we saw here tonight. And then we're off Friday and we're off Saturday for the New Year holiday. Now, some guys might throw up some hosted events. So if you're in the TDR Facebook, keep your eye out. Someone might be hosting some kind of random stuff you can jump in on. And then Sunday night, the main event Adam Ricky, Kevin McCann.
at Daytona in the 80s, the Legacy Daytona 87's bumpy track. You have to wheel it. That is a driver's track.
Kevin McCann riding the elevator. Adam Ricky up in the penthouse. Only one person gets to sleep in the penthouse that night.
Yep, they get to sleep in the penthouse. That is for sure.
That's going to be something else. And I'll tell you, those cars are a ton of fun to drive. I love driving the 87s on the legacy tracks because it really does take it old school on old school. That's gonna be a heck of an event to not just drive in, but to watch. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
gonna be
and then
fun.
after that, come Monday, we're back with Vets League broadcast here on Back Sports, and we're gonna resume regular seasons. I assume I think most of our seasons are mid progress. I don't think we have anyone starting up new, except. Do you know when 87 start on Thursday, Andy? Have we put that together yet?
That may start that week, or we may do a hosted session, get everybody kind of used to the 87s that week, and start it the following week. So within the next 2 weeks, it'll start.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I worked out with my work schedule to have Thursdays off for the IROC series, and I'm just gonna have Thursdays off forever if 87s are gonna be on Thursday. That's gonna be a fun year.
Yeah, 2022 is going to definitely be a fun year. I believe there is a YouTube video out there if you search it up, the preview of 2022 for TDR, and there's a lot of exciting stuff out there. So you can go check it out, see what we're going to be all about. Is there anybody else in the chat room that we can bring down and talk to about the race tonight and kind of wrap
Yeah,
this up for the evening?
I'm sure there is. We got a lot of names up there. Chuck McDonald obviously wasn't in the race because he was talking about stuff we can't talk about in the YouTube chat.
And he'll do that in the booth too, so I don't suggest it.
You want to interview your son there, Brendan Shaner?
Yeah, let's bring him down here and talk. He ran a really good race tonight.
He did. He did.
Yes, he did.
Hey, Brendan and Tommy up in the booth. You got a read on us?
Hi, Tommy.
Hey man, you ran a really good race tonight. You were sitting there up front. Unfortunately, you were involved in something that wasn't even your fault. But how did it feel to kind of cut through the field and get up there with the guys that wound up winning the event?
You know what? If I'm being honest, I was talking to the team while I was up there, and just while pacing, I'm just like, I shouldn't be here.
That's a lie. That's a lie. If you made it there, you should be there.
And that incident that happened, I didn't even know what. I looked at it later, and I didn't know what happened at the time. I just said I told Dustin, I was like, I'm assuming it was my fault. He took the blame for it. I don't blame it. I don't blame him at all for it. I don't hold a grudge or anything. If I did, we could do another grudge match. But
I mean, you
Looks
can
like
make
you
an
have
official
sense.
call out right now.
Dustin, you want to do it? I'm down.
Was that Veldhusen?
Yeah.
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 Hold on. Yell that name again.
Hey, Dustin. Dustin.
No, I guess he's not paying attention.
He was Justin the other day. He was there the other
I think
this
Tommy broke it again. Tommy's breaking things tonight, so
No, I just queued up his radio again, and he's ready to speak. I just don't think he's listening. I think he has his earpiece out. There he is.
go for
What's
it,
up,
Brendan. What'd you say?
Hey, Dustin, you want to do a grudge match?
Sure, I'm up for anything.
Okay.
I was
That was
listening to
anticlimactic.
I was listening to what you were saying. Like you said, I did own up to it. I thought, in standard TDR fashion, I thought you were gonna go faster. Ike, you got a little loose, and I just got up in the back of you and sent you into the catch fence. And I feel
I
bad
assumed
about
it was my fault. I did not blame you at all for it. I don't, I just thought it was a whatever thing. So
Yeah. I think it was a racing incident. It was fun. I mean, either way. I mean, the race was always fun.
But other than that, Brendan, I mean,
about it.
Before that, you kept it clean enough to get yourself up to P4 on the restart.
Great job out there.
So that's good racing there, and then an unfortunate incident with a teammate, nonetheless, which is why I would say call him out too. Dustin, here's the thing: on Wednesday, you do not wreck teammates.
No.
Hey, Dustin, on Wednesday, take out every teammate you got.
yes, Dustin, take out all your teammates on Wednesday.
No, I will not do that on Wednesday.
I drafted Andy's son to my team specifically because he's Andy's son.
But he
Ground
ran.
your dad.
Brendan, you really, I was up here, very proud of you. Ran a very clean and nice race up until that point, and unfortunately, a wreck could set you back and put you into the pits to get a quick repair. But unfortunately, you were stuck in the fence hanging out and had to take a tow from there. Not sure how they cut you out of the fence, but Chuck McDonald has now named you the missing link.
Yep.
Okay. Also, and after that, when I did my whole like quick repair, 3 minute tow, whatever, I was just kind of chilling back with 2 laps down. And then bumped the wall and sent myself flying. I didn't touch anybody else. I just kind of hit the wall, and then I was 5 laps down by the end of the race.
You did a great job, man. Oftentimes when you get up front and then you have like an incident like that, it's like it just takes your race away. You kind of your mind gets out of it. It's a tough time, but like you fought your way up there with some guys that are really fast. Like, congratulations on how you ran tonight, despite your finish. You did a really good job running quick tonight.
When I was up there, I got like the race nerves. I get like shaky leg, heart pounding and
Yep.
stuff. I'm not used to being up there. I usually run in the back.
Yeah. Well, you'll find that feeling is addictive. that shaky feeling, I don't belong here, man. That is the best feeling in the world.
Well, and that's the funny part about that too is I think there was like 4 or 5 of us that said that we don't belong up here. What are we doing up here?
No,
That's
But
because
it all comes with experience.
That's right.
no.
That's not true. You guys are. Everybody is capable out there. Everybody can run up front.
Yep.
It's all situational. And Brendan, you found yourself in a situation where you were up front. Dustin, I've seen you out front before. But I mean, how gentlemanly is this? We had a gentleman grudge match. Well, Dustin, clearly got into Brendan, tried to throw him through the catch fence, and they're still being gentlemen about it. Like, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Come on, guys. Where's the heat? I mean, we
Right.
got to cook up some hot dogs and bologna tonight. We need some heat. I haven't seen any heat yet. We're going to
I
have
don't-
cold bologna. And
Nobody likes cold lunch meat.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
It's gonna
Dustin,
be cold.
Dustin, I'm mad at you. You should have hit me into the fence harder. You know
Oh,
what?
okay.
that's what
Next
I'm
time I'll hit you harder. Okay.
Okay.
Now we're kind of talking smack.
But-
Yeah,
that's
because
right.
because
Hit
we
me
all
next time.
we all heard earlier what I did to Dustin's wife.
Yes.
Yeah,
Whoa.
speaking of
We
that,
haven't told Dustin yet.
no, I was reading through the chat and I kind of read some of it. And what you wanted Janelle to grab my steering wheel?
Tommy said that.
On Wednesday, yeah.
Oh, on Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
But speaking of reading through the chat, we were looking for a broadcaster for tomorrow night, and you said Janelle will.
Well, I gotta try to sweet
But
talk
then
her into
you
that.
said,
She's
I
think she's calling me out for a grudge match after I said that.
Well, wouldn't that be sweet after Andy did what he did to her to be up in the booth and then they can call you in the race tomorrow? That would be awesome. That would be a sweet time because we really need help tomorrow.
you should
I
let
think-
Janelle drive and you join Andy.
Yeah, Janelle, would you rather drive tomorrow night? No, she goes. Oh, come on. Late models at Bristol, you'd have a good time.
200
She should
laps.
be a scorer on Wednesday.
Hey, wait a minute, Andy, wasn't that the spot where all that happened? Was that Bristol? Was it not? That was the track it happened at.
that was the track that I banged Dustin's wife at. Yes.
It was.
Wait,
That was the scene of the crime. Yeah.
So wouldn't it be fun? For
But
Andy
everybody
and-
remember when I banged Dustin's wife, Dustin was there.
I
Dustin
was.
was there.
Watch the whole
Dustin-
thing.
Dustin did approve and he did laugh.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
ladies
put
and
that out
gentlemen, we gotta go.
We gotta clean this up a little bit. I mean, I've always enjoyed racing around Brendan. I mean, that was our first tie-up, and I'm up for a grudge match if he wants to. I mean, he's actually been in one. Maybe I can learn something from him too.
I'm down.
I think he's earned it. He ran very well that race, and
He did.
You made him run less well, in my opinion, from up here. In the booth. So I'm gonna get you guys sorted back to your appropriate channels. Congratulations, Brendan, on running a great race.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dustin, for not helping his great race. And they can't comment now because I sorted them out to the back.
Well, that's a good way to do that. So
But
now we got
gentlemen-
another grudge match.
Well, guys,
That one will be next year.
I
Okay.
think we had one heck of a night. We saw an awesome race. We had a lot of fun up in the booth. I can't
was a blast.
wait for the rest
That
of
was
the
a
week.
blast.
The rest of the week's gonna be awesome. Jay, tomorrow you get to hop in the car and run some late models at Bristol. How you feeling?
Actually, I've been doing quite a few practice runs at Bristol in the late model cars. So
How loose does it feel to you? Because that late model gets real loose in that Bristol
I
track.
thought they were running supers.
Super, yeah, we're running super late models tomorrow.
Even
And
more
like
loose.
the IROC car, yeah, the IROC car is basically is what we're running there tomorrow for 200 laps. If you play with the settings enough, you can take that looseness out of it. It's just a matter of what they're going to bring tomorrow. But I have
Good
a pretty
answer.
good idea where I'm going to go. But they do get loose, so it's going to be a battle of attrition, a battle of will, and 200 laps. That's nothing to laugh at tomorrow. So it's going
Yeah.
to be a
200 laps is a long time, so you're obviously making some offset adjustments. You're playing with your steering ratio to kind of get that fixed setup dialed in for you a little bit.
yeah, definitely. Right now, I mean, I ran it positive and negative, and if I run it a certain way when I'm coming off the turn, it does want to turn down. So staying off of guys running down the front stretch is going to be a key. But I'll see what they bring tomorrow and try and work it out. Hopefully, I can bring home, a decent finish tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well,
Well,
excellent.
we wish you the best, man.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
hope you have fun with the. I believe that going to be your first grudge match experience.
I believe it is the first grudge match experience. That's correct.
So yeah,
So
enjoy that. Well, we'll be up in the booth cheering you on, and really looking forward to that. So that's 200 laps tomorrow. Steel Lockwood, super late models, Bristol. Um, gonna be like Jay said, battle of attrition really, and I know there's a limited tires available to the guys, so uh, just keeping it clean and running, taking some laps off is going to be the key. But I'm looking forward to that one as well tomorrow and the rest of the week as well. I thank you guys up here in the booth tonight. We had a ton of fun, ton of
As
laughs. Probably
always,
probably
as always.
it was a
one of
blast.
the best broadcasts we've had in quite some time. I appreciate
Heck
you
yeah.
guys. Um, Thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. So, really, some awesome numbers in the viewership tonight, and a fantastic chat. Right? Um,
Yes, thank
can't.
everybody out there in chat for tuning to.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we had such a blast playing with these guys, and
yeah.
uh,
If the chat interaction really enhances these broadcasts tenfold. So we appreciate you guys chiming in. Can't wait till tomorrow. But until then, thank you, Jay. Thank